I didn't realize how long that one was. Um, I think that I forgot to time that one out a little bit. I'll have to fix that one. Thank you for redeeming first, Nahida. Thank you all for the daily dining check-ins. We had Nahida and Joker, and thank you for the hydrate and stretch. And hello, Aston. Hello, hello, Dragonfly. Hello. Thank you for the squeaky toy. Thank you for the chat uppies. Thank you for the cardigan. All of the things. It looks like that's also not going away. It looks like that notification is not going away for some reason. Give me a second. It seems we have a problem. It's playing again. It's playing again! Hold on. And for some reason, this won't let me open anything up. Oh, there's the squeaky toy. Oh, it did it! It did it! It just did something weird. When do we not have a problem? That's true. He's just standing there, menacingly. Yeah, he was just kind of standing there. He was. I'm gonna have to go into not Stream Elements, Sound Alerts really quick and fix that. But yeah, I hope everybody's Wednesday was okay. We're doing, well, we're gonna check out some some VTuber model riggers today. We're also gonna yap a bit today. We're back to kind of our regular schedule, and I'm back to being by myself in here. So yeah. I can actually be fully reactive again, which is great. Let's see. Where was it? We had that. Let me go to this, to my alerts channel points, and I just need to trim that one up a little bit. Just because I don't know why it was so long. I don't know why it did what it did for so long. Oh, yeah, it's 22 seconds. Let's trim that up. Oh!
I will be knowing food. I want to buy this one.
Not the
Fang Strider
Roblox.
just subscribed for 6 months.
6 months in a row. 6 months in a row. Followed by a Roblox. Oof. Thank you, Fang Strider. Thank you, thank you. That's crazy. 6 months. Thank you for the Daily Tiny check-in, Dead Knight. Enjoy the lurk, Ace. Enjoy. Also, hello. 6 months. Behold this. That's crazy. Cross-country race tomorrow? Ooh. That'll be good. That'll be good. And we get the metal pipe. Alright. I fixed the sound. I know there was something else I wanted to do. Oh, I again just wanted to thank y'all for hanging out on Monday. I know it was kind of weird. It always is a little bit weird when when I have an audience in the room. And so that's why some of the questions I didn't answer, because I didn't want to answer them when other people were watching me stream in the physical room. So I held off on some, but what we're gonna do with them is answer them. I might have time to answer a couple today, but others are gonna be, I might schedule another stream where we answer the rest. Um, so yeah. And thank y'all so much for hanging out on Monday. And I really appreciate everything that all of you have done over the past year. And all of that fun stuff. I really appreciate it. Just saying. I didn't necessarily feel like I could say all that on Monday, but I'm saying it now. Did I grab the hydrate? I'm not sure I grabbed the hydrate. I feel like I might have, because I feel like I just grabbed a drink, but I'm gonna grab another one really quick, and then we're gonna go into um looking at some riggers, and we're gonna go over like what I'm looking at and why I'm looking at it and what I'm looking for. Time for VAR to possess me again as I do more rhythm game. Oh, I miss rhythm game. I want to do some rhythm game. We almost did rhythm game last night, and then we just didn't get there. Uh, let's see. So I grabbed the hydrate. Thank you again, Joker, for the hydrate and stretch. We're gonna go over here. All right, so we've got a bunch of stuff already here. I already looked it up on VGen. We're starting with VGen. I've actually honestly found more success like looking at VTuber models that I really enjoy seeing and then looking at like, okay, well, who did the rig on that? And then going from there. That's initially how I found the one that I wanted to go to, but they are not really going to be taking any new clients. They haven't for at least uh 4 months now, and that doesn't seem like it's going to be changing. And some of the prices of things, especially some of the additional stuff, has changed, so they're no longer in our budget. So what we're going to do is look and see if we can find somebody that we like just as much, and then obviously we're not going to be ordering anything right now, but I like to have a good idea of what I'm looking at, and that way I will then adjust our goal up here above my head accordingly. So that way we know where we're at and what we're looking at and what we're doing. Um, I may have to do that with the model as well. Um, those prices haven't changed since last I checked. However, the design of my custom model has gotten more complex. And so it's looking like, at a minimum, it's gonna cost about 2,300 if I stick with the same artist, but we shall see. That's a different discussion for a different time cuz I'm pretty set on the artist. Uh but the rigor I am feeling a bit more flexible with. So close to falling asleep, but I have things to do before sleep. You got to wake up. I always, whenever I'm like that, I like get up and walk around a little bit, or I get a drink of water, or I start like yapping. I do something, even if it's to myself. I start doing something so I don't fall asleep. Let me I'd give you some money. No. Oh, no. See, no, it's just like it's not even originally we had planned, and that's why we had the goal up here, that it would be around 2,500 for the rigging. Like it was about 2,500 for the model, for the art, and 2,500 for the rig. However, in looking at the prices today, because I had a little bit of time and I was talking to Stray, and we were looking at my design and stuff like that. And we started calculating in depth with what the design currently looks like and all the stuff and the changes and all the things. And we realized that if I stuck with the same rigor, if I can even get uh, like accepted to be a client, it would cost about $4,000, and so that's not gonna work. So here we are. So let's start taking a look. I'm gonna tell you what I'm looking for as we do it. So you'll see all these little thumbnails, which is great. We're gonna click on most of them and actually take a look at the videos and stuff like that they have. What I'm looking for is I'm first gonna look at their price, um, and their contract and like what their kind of TOS is and all of that. And then we will look at their actual, like the style and the way that they rig. But the more important bits are how much does it cost, and what are their requirements, restrictions, and other kind of things. Like what comes with it, what doesn't come with it, all of that. Hello, Mittens, and hello, Killer Assist. Hello, hello, and thank you for the daily dining check-in, Angel. Thank you, thank you. How do I say this respectfully? Yeah, we might be seeing a few of them tonight. I'm gonna do my best to keep it as clean as possible. We'll see what happens. Just because it's model rigging, you know what I mean? Sometimes people display all kinds of stuff. It's within their right to do so. Um, and thank you for the luck. We might need it. We might need it. You are so right. It's gonna happen. Yeah, it's gonna happen. There's gonna be some. Um, I've been summoned by a name. I'm not looking out of respect. Yeah, we, I mean, we're gonna be, in some cases, this evening looking respectfully because I have to see how they are rigging them. Mm-hmm. We have to see, whoops. I do have to analyze in some capacity how they are rigging everything. Because I'm gonna have all those bits and pieces, and so I need to know what it's gonna look like. Ooh,
sis_coat just followed.
thank you for the follow. Thank you. Welcome in. Me looking like. Oh my god, flip me over. And is that cat ears? You need to know they apply the physics to all the parts of the body. Exactly. All the parts of the body get physics, we have to know. Vara has legs? I do have legs. I do. I have a full body. Var didn't know who Hank Hill was? Yeah, I do not know who Hank Hill is. I still don't really know who Hank Hill is. I even, I did clip that because I was gonna put it online and have other people on the internet tell me who Hank Hill is. So let me pull this open. So let's see here. I've already looked at a few of these.
Always soaring.
Today. Ooh.
Forever triumphant.
Let's take a peek here. Now, okay, so again, we have different levels of the way that we look this. One, oh wait, we have cat ears and fox ears. Look, we have so many ears. Oh my god. Oh, thank you for the bat wings as well. We're looking for price. We're looking for what's in the package, what's in the TOS, and then we're looking at how they do it, okay? Thank you for the head pad. Thank you. All of the ears. All of them. They're mine. Let's see. So this is 149 US dollars and 76 cents. That's an odd starting price. It's personal and monetized, which is good to know. Let's see. Okay. What do you get? Full 3-axis movement, advanced movement range, but we don't know what that technically means. Advanced physics, but we don't know what advanced. We don't know what they mean by advanced. We'll figure that out if we watch the video. Eye, hair, body, arms, legs, physics, okay. 16 key plus mouth form, capable of the vowels. That's good to know. Breathing motion, okay. Idle motion when requested. It's typically at a higher price as well. We'll see. Eye movement, mouth, physics, blink, smile. Eyebrow movement, angle, form. Oh, thank you for the sideswept hair. Thank you. Spit the truth? What truth are we spitting, Fangstrider? Let's see. So, okay, so a bust up. Oh. Angel spitting the truth. Angel is really spitting the truth. Oh my god. So the bust up is 150. Thank you for the send help. Half body. So we're looking at full body. Ooh, that's a big jump. That is a big jump to add V-Bridger. Now, I don't use V-Bridger, but this model has the capacity to have V-Bridger. Like, I have the stuff to set it up. I just can't use it because I have glasses. And I can't get V-Bridger to work with glasses. Unfortunately, it's inaccessible. So, also, the way that my eyes work, they don't look in the same direction. And so you'll notice that even now, like, sometimes I give side eye a little bit, like even right now. We're kind of looking to the side, and that's just because they're not actually facing the right way. So I can't really use V-Bridger. But I do like having all the movement, all the mouth movement of V-Bridger. That scared me. I get a watch streak now? Oh, right. They added those watch streak things, right? The more streams you go to consecutively, the higher channel point rewards you get, right? Or you get like a bonus. So let's see. So it comes with file deliverables, and all streaming related files will be provided. Textures toggles. Textures, that's actually pretty cool that they give you the textures, because that means you could, if you arrange it with them, if you agree upon it, edit your textures, like for different colors or for different styling. If you wanted to make it knit, if you wanted to make some holiday related stuff for seasonal, you could do that. Toggles. I wonder how many toggles though. We'll see. Commercial use, 3 free revisions. Okay. Love me some tasteful side eye. Yeah, I mean, it is the way it goes. Thank you for the cardigan. Thank you, thank you. Let's see. Add-ons. If you want hand toggles, it's going to be another $30. Weapon toggles is $30. Expressions is $30. I assume this is per expression, per toggle. So, for example, it doesn't look like any come with it, right? It doesn't appear that any amount of expressions come with. Sometimes you'll see like 3 included or 5 or whatever. So it doesn't look like any are included here. So it looks like I would pay, if I use the artist that I want to, I'd pay $90 on top of maybe well, I'd have to see. Maybe 350. I'd have to pay then $90 on top of the 350. And then animated expressions, I don't think I'll have any of them. Animations, tails, horns, animal ears. Yes, we're gonna have multiple sets of wings, maybe. So that's gonna be probably another $60 to $90 on top. Second hair or outfit would be $40 to $100, depending on complexity. I do have a second outfit, so I imagine that would be, well, I always say it's not really that complex, but anytime I've ever commissioned anything, they're like, yeah, you need another $200 because it's complex. So I assume, to be safe, that it'd be another $100 for the second outfit. They don't have anything about extra hairstyles, though. But I imagine that would fall. Oh, it does. Second hair or outfit. Okay, so that might be on the lower end. Might be the hair, and the outfit's probably on the higher end. I need another drink of water already. I'm gonna run out of water, aren't I? Oh no. Let's see. Important, please have everything up front. That is a negative on this one. That's a negative. It's not that I can't pay up front. It's just that it's more financially responsible to pay in installments. So I'm not excited about that. All right. And let's see. No CM03 file. I don't exactly know what that means. I'd have to look that up. Extra time may be needed in rare cases. To me, that's a red flag. Please credit in socials, Twitch, or debut. That's normal. Let's see. Now let's look at the terms of service. Detailed information about your character, payment. Payment needs to be done before I start. It's not that that's a red flag. I just don't like it. I am a big fan of doing like half or a third when they start, and then doing a third in the middle and a third at the end. Oh, if you want to do half payment up front, just let me know. Okay, so it seems like you could arrange that. 3 for your revisions, but it doesn't specify when you get those revisions. In terms of like, is it after the sketch? Is it after the first like colored draft? Like when? But okay. Deadlines and deliveries for rigging 14 to 21 days. That's not too bad at all. Do not resell the model, commercial use. So they're saying that like I'd have to ask them about this because they're not specific. But you'd have to then, if you were doing this yourself, ask them like, what do you mean by commercial use? Do you mean merchandising and like being able to like print the model? However, this is also the rig, so it's a little bit different. So like that depends. Like for example, if I had the model and I were to do advertising and be paid for that advertising, then, is that what they mean by commercial use? Because there's a lot of people here have varying definitions of what commercial use is. All right, so now we've looked at that. Let's look at the videos. They've got a couple here. Exam went. Oh no. No. I have an exam on Sunday, but like it's not that bad. It's just my strategic management class. I got to watch a couple AI lectures that I've already watched before and like just brush off a couple things and then I'll be good to go. It'll be fine. Let's see. What do we have? Okay. Let's take a good look. The hair. I'm particular about a couple things. I'm particular about the way that the hair moves. I'm particular. I'm gonna stop that one right there. I'm particular about the way that the torso moves. Um, so in this case, you could see that the head, neck, and torso all moved in one piece, like it was, but even so with this model, for example, if I move the head, the body sways, but it doesn't fully tilt, with it. It acts, it has its own thing. So let's check. I'm not going to check this one because this one's more like a chibi. It's a different style than what we're going to be looking for. Imagine forgetting how to calculate cosine in a math exam. That's crazy. Let's see. Let's stop that one. We're gonna be pretty brief in our review. Oh, I also, before we continue, just want to preference that in my looking at all of these, in no way, shape, or form am I declaring that any of these riggers are bad at rigging. I'm just looking for certain things and what I want for a rig. So that's why it is the way it is. You know what I mean? It doesn't mean that they're bad. It just means that it's not what I'm looking for. Can we get a close up? Close up? Please? No. Okay, so we've looked at a few. We're gonna move on. Which one was that? Which one was that? That was this one over here. Does this one have videos over here? No, this one doesn't have any videos. So we have no idea what the rigging looks like. We'll check this one. 450. They have a couple options to look at. Okay. And personal, monetized, and commercial merchandising. Not that you need commercial merchandising for rigging, but they did put it there, which is good to know. Advanced rigging, head rotations, body rotations, physics, hair, eyes, clothes, 2 toggle expressions. They don't. Typically, toggles and expressions are 2 different things. So you have toggles, which are this. This is a toggle. This is a toggle. This is an expression. So 2 toggle expressions, I would have to ask them what they actually mean by that, because that's 2 different things. 1 to 2 months, depending on complexity. It does not include hand tracking, V-Bridger, RTX tracking. Extra motions has extra cost. Okay, and we're already starting at 450 at the base. Okay. Add-ons, model upgrades available for RTX, V-Bridger, hand tracking, special effects, etc. But I don't see any pricing for that. Requires live to do, ready to rig. Full body. Extra services need to be purchased in the proper service or send an email. If you require a payment plan, you know what? I think, obviously I'm not sure who they are, but there's so many spelling mistakes and typos and issues that I think we're gonna move on and not even take a look. Let's see. We've got this one. Currently it says 10% off, but it's not actually listed as a sale in VGen, which, that's all right. And I think we're probably going to be out just because, let's see, They have these things here. Sometimes these are clickable. So in this case, monetized content would add another $7.77. I don't know exactly why it's that amount. And commercial merchandising, which is what we need no matter what, because this is a monetized stream, would be another $100.07. So we're starting off at a baseline of $227.91. Now let's see what we see in the rest of this. What's included? Bust up. Okay. Uh, so for full body, it would be another. Oh no, wait, they have the art and this separately. Advanced rigging would be $250. Art and rig. So they have a bunch of stuff happening here. Customized hair, accessories, $45 to put accessories on. I have hair accessories. Or like wings? Is that what they mean? Extra expressions, $25. Looks like they can do both. Yeah, it looks like they can do both, but sometimes they don't do one without the other. Like you have to get the art to get the rig. Sometimes I'd have to ask them. I'd have to like send them a message and be like, "Can you get one or the other? Can I just get the rig, or do I have to buy the art and then the rig?" VTuber is another $350 if we want the stuff. A pet would be $80. So if I wanted a tiny diny, it'd be $80. Additional outfit would be another $100. So we're looking at, I guess, no, that's the art and rig. So we're looking at 250 if we were able to just get the rig. It'd be 250 plus, so we're at 350. No, it doesn't seem like any expressions are included, so that'd be another 75. And then we do have accessories and stuff, so that'd be 45 per accessory. And then $80 we will see. Oh, here it is. This here, I think, tells us what we need to know. So you can get the art only, and it'll be 18 days, or you can get the art and rigging for 24. So we're out. Whoops, I clicked it. I didn't mean to. I like to look at their stuff before I actually look at the videos, because I don't want to fall in love with the rigging and then realize that it's not something that I can get. So let's see. Starting at 700, we've got personal monetized commercial merchandising. Head XYZ, body XYZ, breath, advanced physics for hair, eyes, outfits, accessories, eye blinking, eye smiles. Okay, good. They're being very clear about what's part of it, and I really like that. Animal ears physics, if applicable. Wonderful. It's included. Um, Mouth valves. Perfect. I love that. That's what I like to see. Details, file deliverables. You will get the tracking file. Okay. That's what we need. And 3 free expressions, which is great. So that means you get 3 expressions with it. So we can get some hearts, we can get some sparkles, and we don't actually use too many expressions. I'm gonna be real. We use like this. We use like hearts. We use this, and we only use this for the hydrate. I actually never really use this other than that. I never use it, for videos. And we have these other ones, like this pleading face, but I never use it because I think it kind of looks ridiculous. We've got a blush, but I never use it because it feels weird. And I mean, the glasses are like a toggle. Thank you for the head pat. Thank you, thank you. I'm trying to figure out. We have this one here that makes the eyes change, but I never use it. And this one, but I also never use this. I guess that's it. So we technically really only need like 2 toggles, maybe. Kind of 1, unless we're able to come up with something good. Extra toggles, $10 each. So that's like if I wanted a wave, that'd be 10. If I wanted this or something like this, it'd be 10. If I wanted the glasses, that'd be 10. If I wanted a plushy tiny diny being held, I assume that would be more than 10. VTuber mouth, no tongue out would be $100 if we wanted all the stuff for that. No tongue. I don't really need a tongue, so we could skip that. Arm hand tracking, no flip would be $100. Arm and hand tracking with flip would be $200. I actually have only ever seen a couple 2D models with hand tracking. This is rig only. You must provide a ready to rig PSD file. Okay. Let's see. And we will not get the source file. Okay. Terms of service. Allowed to decline any commission request. If you're representing a corporation, agency, or company, please let us know. When featuring my work on social media, please attribute to name in the description, while linking to my Twitter or VGen accounts is welcomed. It is not mandatory. Okay, so they really want just that. It is important to maintain a courteous and respectful demeanor throughout our collaboration. Any form of disrespect, we can carry on. I can also do the art model. If you want to use the service as well, please don't hesitate to let me know. Uh, every price already includes commercial use. That's great. All transactions must be processed via the VGen payment platform. I'm okay with that. We accept either full payment upfront or a split of 50% initially and 50% upon completion. I can be down for that. Please refrain from making any payments until we have sent you the proposal invoice. Okay. Note that we only accept payments through VGen and cannot accept payments made through other methods. I will only start the work when I already received the payment. Revisions. You have the option for limitless revisions. That's very nice. However, please note that each modification will take roughly several days to complete. Deadlines and delivery. The commission will take from a few days to 2 months, depending on how long my queue is and how complex your request character is. You have been flipped. Thank you for flipping me over. Thank you for the head pat, Dragonfly. Thank you, thank you. Uses for personal commercial purposes. Do not resell without notifying me. You are permitted to use the model I designed rigged for streaming and creating content on any social media platform. They notably do not say anything about merchandise. Now, of course, if they did not create the art, that's a different story. But for example, again, if we were to do advertising of any kind, then that would be a different story, in which that would be a separate contract and a separate thing. Because you have to, you got to work all these things out. Because you don't want to get sued by anybody. I do not accept refunds. Please think before buying. Full stop. No refunds. So if it seems like even if you paid a little bit and they canceled, you wouldn't get a refund, because usually they specify that. That might not be the case, but you almost always specify that information in the contract beforehand. Thank you for the bell choker. Communication, you can ask for updates on the work whenever you like. Okay. It's good that they put that in. It's not necessarily legally binding, but it's good that they put it in. Let's take a peek at a couple of these videos, see what we think. Okay. We got some short movement, some hand movement. Shoelace is moving. Eyes and hair and stuff like that. Now, this model isn't terribly detailed, but we can see the way that the hair is being rigged. We do have expressive eyes, and the stuff in the eyes moves, which is good. But again, this is $700, so I expected the eyes to move. We got some color changing things happening here. So we have a little bit more of detailed or advanced work being done. The pose is different. And they are moving around. Thank you for the hydrate and stretch. Thank you, thank you. This model looks like it has Febrager. Different expressions. How about... I always wish that, like, the model showcases, like, were, like, they really tested the model, because even with that one, they're just like, they do, it has a very small range of motion, but I'm, I want to put it to the test. Like, in the model showcase, I want it to be more like a test drive, where, like, I want to see you put it to the limit. I want you to shake it all around, up, down, all of the things. I want to see how it looks like when you're pushing it to the limits. I wish that would happen more in in model showcases. I was just sitting there blasting a door open, and we already open. Oh. There it is. Let me grab this hydrate and stretch before we continue. And then I'm going to look at a couple more of these, and then we'll probably move on to the next person. because I'm not exactly seeing what I want. Okay. You know, I should probably show reference of what I was originally gonna get, and that might also help explain why why I'm the way I am with this. Because I've been falling in love with every time this one artist and this one rigger get together and make a model, I fall in love with it without knowing it's them. And then I accidentally figure out it's them every time. And it's the worst feeling ever because I don't think I can afford them. Does not have the range of motion I'm looking for. Yeah, get those ducks in there. I want to see how that neck moves. I did see the way that the shoulders were moving, but I want to see where the neck is going here. Is it moving? Alright, we've seen enough. Let's see. That's the one we just saw. Here's the next one. They misspelled live, but that's okay. Live to the $507.49. It does not have commercial merchandising, would bring it up to $761 if you just wanted to be completely thorough with your money and with what you're ordering and stuff like that. There's multiple detailed models here to look at, which is really good. Look, you can see like a bunch of these have tons of detail, so it'll give us a good idea what we're looking at. Let's see. Ready for import into VTuber Studio software. Face rotation XYZ, body rotation XYZ, eye opening and closing, smile, surprised eyes included. That's good. Eye and eyelash physics. Ooh, eyelash physics. Eyebrows up and down. We want that. I use that all the time. That's some of the ways that I get to be as expressive as I am, even without V-Bridger. Mouth opening and closing, and with the vowels. Perfect. Physics of arms, elbows, hands. I really like that they included elbows. A swing of hair and accessories and clothes. Perfect. I love also that they use the word swing. Because some people, when they rig, they make it go, they do vertical rigging rather than horizontal rigging. And so sometimes, when you watch a video, the hair will only go up and down. It will not move side to side. And I wanted to do all of it. I wanted to go up, I wanted to go down, I wanted to go diagonal, I wanted to go on the sides. So I like that they write swing. Extra outfit would be $40 each based on the requirement. So I imagine around $40. So I'd probably be a little bit higher than 40, but we can go from there. Did we get some head pats from Virgil? Well, at least that cat did anyway. Extra hair would be 40. I don't think I'm going to have an extra hair, but it's good to know. V-Bridger would be $45. Enables mouth press, mouth funnel, puckered lips, chewing mouth, chewing motion. We can kind of do that now a little bit. Even though we don't have V-Bridger. Just because if you have enough, like mouth sets, you can still do it anyway. Or if you're clear enough in the way that you look at your camera, you don't really need V-Bridger. It just depends. Mouth distortion and puffed cheeks. Okay. Head pat out of stock. Oh, it must be on the timer. I think somebody just used it recently. Add hand trucking. They meant hand tracking. $200. Expressions. $15 for heart, swirling, sparkling, eyes, blush, pale, anger. I don't know if that expressions. I don't know if $15 is 15 per expression or $15 for all of them. I imagine it's probably per expression, in which I would then only just get like the hearts and maybe anger mark as they call it. I feel like that'd be fun to have. We don't currently have one. And then animation of tears flowing would be $35. Ooh, I feel like that'd be fun. I never really used the tear one, but maybe if they actually it was animated, maybe I'd use it. Ooh, thank you for the head pat. Thank you, thank you. I know. So this is a head pat from Ray, but it's for Virgil, who couldn't push the button. So thank you, thank you. Hand up. Oh, like hand up, like a wave. $38. Elbows and hands move in sync with left-right actions. I don't really want it synced though. I just want one side. Like this. I really don't need both. One is totally sufficient. Glasses, $35 for glasses. I'd have to have somebody then make the toggle though for glasses. Like I'd have to have somebody draw it. Because I don't think, well, I could have the artist draw it, but that's going to be another like $50 for that toggle. Um, have a good night, Virgil. Thank you so much for hanging out. Good night, good night. Close off $45. Ooh. Close off $45? We wouldn't do that because I don't need it to close off, but that is important, for example, if you were to have multiple outfits. Like, if you wanted to have multiple outfits, so in order to do stuff, you might want to get it rigged. But I think that I wouldn't need that. Ear on off, sways with blinking, moves up down with eyebrow movement. Nice. Moves up down with eyebrow movement. That's what I want to see. I hate when ears sway with blinking. I don't need that in my life. I prefer the eyebrow movement. I think that that's more genuine to the way that ears move, like cat ears and stuff like that. $38. That's pretty reasonable. One production flow. I receive your request. I provide a rough estimate and production schedule. Payment from the client. Basically, payment is made in advance. In case of difficulty, 2 payments are possible. Start of production, submission of color, rough sketch, coloring, final check, and delivery. I will send you a proposal within 5 days. Fees may increase in the future. Delivery and turnover time from the start of production to delivery, about 3 to 4 weeks. That's not too bad. The start of production depends on the production schedule at that time, so it depends on how many people they have in the queue. All copyrights of the work belong to the artist. Use on social media and streams, X, Instagram, TikTok, Twitch, YouTube, etc. is allowed. Commercial use fee will be charged for merchandising. And again, I think that they have this in general. They might offer like art stuff as well. We'd have to check at their whole page, and that might be why they include that. Please contact me with details on what kind of merchandise you would like to use the image for. For refunds, in the unlikely event of a violation of the terms and conditions, the artist reserves the right to cancel the order. If payment has not been made, the subscriber has the right to cancel the order by sending a message requesting cancellation of the order. If any if any refund is forced through a third party, all rights to the artwork will be stripped from the contractor, and the artist will retain the rights to the artwork and the right to sell it to other buyers. If this occurs, the offending contractor will no longer be able to accept future commissions for artwork. Contact can be made via VGen, payment through VGen. Okay. Lots of stuff there. Let's watch a couple of these. And some of these look fairly similar in designs. It's very possible that they also do model art. So we might take a look at that too. Because a lot of this is really cute. Okay, so this is Little Mermaid. They got lots of moving pieces. Okay, let's look at the next one. The little bows move. Lots of bits on the outfit are moving. The hair is moving in each individual little piece. But the bangs aren't moving at all. The tea's moving, it's swishing around, but the cup is not sliding with it. The cup is like glued. Let's see. We have some eye movement. The bells and the bows are moving, as well as the braids. And it looks like you're getting like a little bit of a 3D effect with it. The ears move. So the chin was kind of bobbling at the neck area, which I've never been quite a fan of. You could see, like, in this case with this model, like, we have a shadow underneath, and it actually moves pretty, solidly with it. So you could see where like the jawline is going. In the case of that one that we just watched, it had one little bit of shadow underneath the neck, and it did not move with it. So it has a couple hand toggles on this one. Let's check this one. The hair sways quite a bit in this one, which is fun. With a couple different hairstyles. But the head and the neck are fused together. I review them like this because if there's too many things where I'm like, I don't know, then I move on just because it might be part of their style and it's just not what I'm looking for. The hair's really super-y bouncy in this one. And there's lots of head movement from side to side that's not fused to the neck, which is great. Ooh, didn't like that. So when the head went like this and went down, it scrunched up like a warped piece of metal, and so I'm moving on. All right, this one actually says that it's on sale. $200, usually $250, 20% off. Blinking an eye, smile, eyebrows, tracked frown, mouth X. Only Android. Okay, whatever that. We'd have to look up what that means specifically. Cheek puff. Cheek puff is only if you do V-Bridger, though. Arms swinging, breathing, hips sway, hair physics, breast physics, tail physics, ear wiggle, physics. Ears frown? Ears frown? I wonder what they mean. Expression animated normal 5. I don't know what that means either. Extra service are not included in the base price. On sticker facial expression, tongue tracking, extra hairstyle, extra outfit, chibi mode, V-Bridger, leg wide stance, body lean. Body lean is something that I'm interested in. I don't think it's going to happen, but it is something that I think is pretty cool. Hand tracking we don't need. Parameters on-off toggle. I think I'd love to have a parameters on-off toggle. So that way I can do what I want with it. That's $20. Toggle sitting? Ooh, a sitting toggle would be fun. A VTuber Studio heart rate plugin. $30. Interesting. I wonder how that works. Oh, I skipped a step, didn't I? Oh, no, I didn't. By commissioning me, you are agreeing to my TOS. I will not be held responsible for any misconception if you do not read my TOS thoroughly. I reserve the right to refuse any order. I have the right to refuse or request an additional charge for each additional addition I make. I accept payments through VGen, but I have to include partner commission fee. VGen charges 5% of the commission. No refund possible. The finished model files given to the client are for runtime only. Live 2D project files for the model will not be given to the client. Clients must fully disclose any planned dates for debuts of the rigged model. No. On we go. $650. It does not include commercial merchandising, but then again, it's just rigging. High resolution up to 8,000. Okay. Source file ready to rig. Oh, this is the art details. Let's look at the rigging details. Let's see. Angle XYZ. Body XYZ, eye movement, physics, blink, smile, eyebrows, movement, angle, form, other physics, hair, earring, hood, jacket, belt. Nice. Arm, breath, animal ear and tail movement and physics if they have animal ear and tails. Add-ons, extra expression toggles, 25 a toggle, 25 an expression or a toggle. Extra expression face would be $20. Extra arm pose, $35. V-Bridger 150, wings 25, so I'd be at 50 or 75. Tail, I don't have a tail. Hairstyle, I probably won't have another one. Extra outfit 90, so that'll be $90 or more. Pet mascot $40 or more. Thank you for the check-in, Bacon. Thank you, thank you. Hand tracking assets, I don't need to worry about that. Let's see. Commission process, discussion about what kind of character you want. I already have all that. Making the sketch based on your details. I have a reference sheet. We're pretty much gonna skip right past that. Cutting and base color, finishing, rigging. So that's, I guess, if you do the art and the rig. I was just looking at the rig though. Art only, art and rigging. Okay, so they don't do just rigging. Even though this is 150. Ooh. Thank you for the chicken potato, and thank you for the random sound. Angel, thank you, thank you. So we've got some options here to look at. It's mostly TVs. 150 personal, no monetized content. We're out. We are out automatically. All right. 1 second. Okay, we're good. I just need to check notifications. Where are we at? This one with the pink hair. You see some expressions. We got some videos we can watch. Let's see. Are they art and rig? VTuber rigging only, $200, not merchandising. Limited time offer, free eye banner for all VTuber model service. I don't know how long that goes to though. It doesn't specify. In the base model art, clean live 2D rigging. Oh, excuse me. Live 2D rigging, basic movement, eye tracking, blinking, movement. Free 3 expressions, natural, laughing, and cry, and angry. Well, okay, that's if you do the art, right? This is this is just the rigging only one. So a bust up would be 250. A full body would be 300. If you wanted advanced, it'd be 400. And if you wanted advanced and V-Bridger, it'd be 600. The service is for rigging only. I only do the rigging service only or continue our progress for illustration. Payment up front. Milestone is required through VGen. Free sketch. You'll be charged extra if the sketch is requested to be revised. We're out. How you doing today? We're doing pretty good. We're doing pretty good. 1,200. Rigger group 2. Okay, so this is a group of people that work on these, not just single individuals. This is more like a studio. We can take a look at what they've got. Looks like they've got plenty here that have a bunch of detail. I think I've seen a couple of these kind of around. But let's see. Let's see what they're talking about for $1,200 at a bare minimum. Ready for import into VTube Studio. 3 free expressions. Rig only. Art not included. So the half body is 1,200. The full body is 1,500 to start. And then add-ons, so every expression would be $30. Arm toggle, $80. General toggle, $20. Prop, $60 each. Extra outfit would be $750 if I got that second outfit made. Switchable outfit layer would be $150 each. Extra hair, $140. Tongue out, $10. Preparation of the PSD file for rigging, $100. Addition of V-Bridger would be $200. And lean in would be $300. I think I'm gonna be out. I think I'm gonna be out. I think that is not within our budget. Okay. Half body live 2D rigging. We're out. Live 2D rigging full body. $230. We've got some things that we can look at. Head, XYZ, easy body movement, eye open, close, mouth open, close, eyebrow. Physic. I wonder what they meant. Free to expression. We got the add-ons just to get the mouth stuff is $60. I am out. Is this is somebody different? So this is their tier 2 rigging for 180 to start. Got some videos. Bring your character to life with smooth. Tier 2 advanced adds extra features like hand arm movement, more intricate physics, breathing animations, extra toggles for facial expressions and more complex interactions. It includes a finalized high definition PNG PSD file of model art type, live 2D ready PSD. This physics files included one round of major revisions, sketch or layout. Stage only. Okay, so once you get past the layout stage, you can't revise anymore. Up to 2 rounds of minor tweaks after final render and testing. Client responsibilities. Provide a clear and complete reference before the commission begins. Communicate revisions clearly within the allowed revision rounds. Credit when using the model or displaying the artwork. Do not redistribute, trace, or sell commission files as is or as assets. Commercial use fee is already included, assuming you will use the model for streaming. Detailed designs may be reflected in the price. I do not provide source animation files unless discussed. Not safe for work content must be discussed. Additional revisions after the included rounds will incur extra fees. Let's look at the other terms of service. Payments will be made within VGen payment terms. Half payment is required after you have accepted sketches, roughs. Payment must be paid in full prior to receiving final files. Revisions. Two revisions will be included in the agreed upon project cost. Major revisions that significantly alter the original concept may incur additional charges. Revisions will be discussed and confirmed through written communication. After final approval, future revisions may require an extra fee. Deadlines and delivery. You are required to notify me if you have a hard deadline, as this will impact both my schedule and your price. Average delivery ranges from a few weeks to months, depending on current queue and complexity. Personal use can be used within banners or profile pictures with credit. I have the right to post the artwork on any social website. Cannot be sold in any form. Commercial use allowed to use within merch, other items. I still require credit. I have the right to post the artwork on any social website. Refunds. Refunds are not offered after files have been approved past their initial stage. If for any reason I terminate the commission, an appropriate refund will be provided based on the amount of work not completed. No. I'm out because of that line in itself. There was a couple other ones that I was like, but that in itself. My hard line on that is if the artist is going to cancel the commission, I expect a full entire refund because they did not complete the work. I will not accept a partial refund for incomplete work. So that is why we will move on. Let's see. That's bust up only. Rig only. Yeah, that's a hard pass. Yeah, like they basically, because the way that they wrote it, they're like, okay, well if they did the sketch and whatever, then they're still gonna take a portion of the payment. And I'm like, yeah, but you didn't do the job. So that for me, that's a pass. Thank you for the wings. Thank you, thank you. Let's see, $400 full or half. Monetized content. Half body rigging is the 400. Full body rigging is at 700. Payment in installments is also possible. Art only, art and rig. Okay, we're done. Time to move on to the next one. Rigging for full body, 210. I've been talking so much, I'm a little out of breath. Oh my. All right, let's see. Rigging includes head XYZ movement, idle breathing, eyes, mouth, eyebrows, movements, hair closed, breast, eyes, etc. Physics, tail and ears physics, if any, two toggle expressions of your choice. Required, make sure you read my TOS before commissioning me. I will assume you've already read it once I've accepted your commission. Model PSD to rig, name of artist, designer, so I can give credit after. Add-ons expression is $5 each. Clothing toggle is $10 to $20 depending on complexity. Animation is $10. Tongue tracking is $10. A rush fee of $50 and VBridger is $20. I don't do color change except toggle mecha complex animation. We might be out. We're a little complex. We're a little high maintenance over here. Um, so many of the riggers on VTubers I follow have comms closed or on VGen. Yeah, that's the problem I've been having. Um, Even when before I decided on one back in like June, um, I found that every single time I found a rigger that I was like, I love this. I want to see how much this costs. I'm interested in this work. Commissions are closed, and they've been closed for months and months. I just like I don't know what happened. There's no riggers around. There's nobody to rig a model. um, so that's been some of the issue. Now of course there's some people in VGen, um, but I also so the artists that I want to work with, they're not on VGen either. They just have a website because they've done models for tons of folks. Um, they've done
神様、人食べにも何にも I will be knowing
ah
food. Ah, I want to buy this one.
Drucifer98 just subscribed for 4 months.
oh my god, 4 months in a row, 4 month resub. Thank you, Jucifer. Hello. Thank you for the resub. Some of the bald models are no bueno. It's true. Some of them are no bueno. So I guess, well, I don't want to like say like, oh, this is the artist I want to work with because just in case it doesn't work out. But like, the artist I want to work with, they have made a model for, if you know the VTuber by the name of Kumi, um, she has a bit of a green theme. It's like she is a bird. I'm not sure if she's like a hawk or some kind of an eagle or something, but she's got like bird legs, and she does make a lot of like social media stuff, like on YouTube and TikTok. Makes a lot of shorts and stuff like that. Um, but like Kumi, yeah. And then also, I forget one of the other one's names. And then there's actually two of them that I forget their names, but they have really lovely models. I love looking at their models. I didn't know that their artist and rigger were the same people as Kumi, but they are, and so I figured out I like them. Also, this artist did a model for Michi a while ago. It's not one that Michi uses now, but it is an older model that Michi has. And then basically a few other people that like are more well known in the space, and I really just love it. It's going to be a little bit on the pricier side, but I think that I'm ready for that level of commitment. Um, but I thought I also wanted to work with the same rigger, but their comms aren't open. So we got to find somebody else. Not that we're going to be ordering like tomorrow, but their comms haven't been open in almost half a year. So I figure I got to start looking around. So that's where we're at. I gotta start looking. You love the flip? Good. I love that you love the flip. Ooh, all right. I'm just rotating positions. Um. Okay. I need another drink of water. I'm starting to lose my voice a little bit too. I can feel it because I'm just constantly just like rattling off all the TOS and everything. And I was like talking all day today. I had a couple different meetings and a couple different things, and so basically I just had a yap all day, and then I came here and I'm yapping here. Credit me as your rig mama papa rigger. I don't really subscribe to calling the artists and riggers like the mother and father of the model because they didn't create the concept of the model. I and Stray did. All they did was just draw the art in their style and then rig it. However, it's the way that people do it, so I guess I will if I have to. Um, Payments only accept in US dollars. I can manage that. Deliveries and deadlines. Please don't rush me. You can pay for rush fee to get your model faster. Depends on complexity. The bird of baldness. That's crazy. um, Depending on complexity, it can take me around 2 months to finish a rig, depending on the complexity of the model in the queue. No refunds once I've started your commission. If you issue for a refund, I will not accept your commissions in the future. I can post my finished work as samples to advertise my portfolio. I have the right to decline any commission, will not tolerate ill behavior. But they don't say anything about if they have to refund, which is a red flag. We will take a look at a couple of these. Bird of Baldness, that's my new name. um, those thighs were vertical. The bang movement's pretty solid. The head was a bit of a bobble. No. Nope. The whole hairline moves. No, thank you. Let's see. No. The neck and shoulders are fused. We have hair movement. No. Alright. We are done. We are moving on. Hmm. 150. They only have one example, so we're gonna move on. Why did I come back from lurking to... It's the way that it goes sometimes. Looks too childy. Yeah, some of the ones do, but... So, in this case, because we're looking at the riggers, I'm not looking at the art. Like, I'm not, uh... kind of, quantifying the art in any way. I'm literally just looking at the movement. That's all. That's what we're doing. Just to be sure, can we the bald hawk, bird-legged VTuber? Yeah. That's the one. That's the one. I would love to work with the same artist. I've had their stuff saved forever. But it is going to cost us about $2,500. They are accepting new clients and all of that. But again, that doesn't make in any way that that will actually happen. There is nothing set in stone. I have not talked to the artist at all. It's just something I want. Time for bed. Have a wonderful night, Drucifer. Thank you so much for the resub. I really appreciate it. Thank you for another month, and I hope you enjoy. Whoops, I accidentally clicked off. There we go. What do we have here? We have a couple options. We'll take a peek at it. 105. Bust up is 170. Full body is $300. V-Bridger is $300. Walk animation is $150. More expression tracking. I don't really need the V-Bridger too much. I don't really need it. 3 free expressions. Happy, sad, angry. Commercial use license only for streaming and branding. We're out. I've actually seen this around this studio around a bit. I think that their stuff is pretty good. I've read their terms of service multiple times. But even if we like look at a couple days, this is like their medium quality. I just like how consistent this studio is. So this is their medium quality. I would go for, let's go for the whole thing here. They also have a shop. Live 2D, they have a whole bunch of different. There's the art. Here's the rigging. So they have max quality that starts at $1,000. Um, and they have a couple options that I quite enjoy looking at them, to be honest. I like how smooth the faces are going from side to side. You can't tell that it's like been warped at all. It moves pretty smoothly. The hands move. There's like ear physics, stuff like that. Though it doesn't, it looks like the ears just kind of move with the body, which is fine. But they don't move with the brows. I would have to like talk to them about that specifically. Thank you for the chat uppies. There's also this one. Going the wrong way. Now this one they've got like multiple outfits and things like that. Controller stuff. Now the bangs don't move quite as much as I wish they did. But everything else I see a lot of good movement happening. And if we're gonna go to this one the bang should move a bit more because it's short hair. We shall see though. Different parts of the outfit are moving. Little ribbons and stuff like that. Different kinds of toggles. I noticed the headpiece, the antlers and stuff don't move at all. The bangs move a bit. Let's see. Ooh. This model is very unique, and the rigging is very unique. Yeah, look, like the forward leaning is really cool too, isn't it? This one's very fluid. The bangles on the antlers, ooh, they did? I didn't notice. See, now that one you can see it's a little bit of a different styled art. And it moves differently, even though the same artist did it. It moves differently, which I think is really cool. We actually watched that one all the way through. I think maybe we should watch the ones that I looked at before, which inspired me to want the artist and rigger that I did. I'm gonna have to like look them up, and then we could watch those, just so you could see what I wanted, and unfortunately what I probably won't be able to get. Ooh. Oh, Tony! Thank you for the 50 bits, Tony. Thank you, thank you, thank you. I really appreciate that. Oh my god. We got hit with some bits. Also, welcome in. It's been a little bit since I've seen you. I hope you're well. Wasn't familiar with their game. Yeah. I like a lot of this stuff in here. There's also a fun one under here too that we'll get to look at. Ooh. Fast movement. I like to see it because we move pretty quick. Okay, lots of outfit differences and stuff like that. Toggles, accessories in the hair are moving. Fast paced. This is what we want to see. The hair wiggling. Wings. Okay, so they can handle wings. We need that. That's another one we watched all the way through. I want to see this one. I'm so curious what this one looks like. How did they rig this one? This is for Wholesome Lord. I've never seen this VTuber, but they look really cool. Ooh, smoke and everything. I'm gonna sniff your hairs. Hi, Stray. Hello. We're just looking at some riggers. We've been striking out the whole time so far, but you know, we're trying. You just woke up. Good morning. Ooh, they have little extra stuffs. Cute. I like the body movement. 3 times longer than I wanted. That's alright. I like the bang movement in this one. Ooh, thank you for the squeaky toy, Captain Mario. Thank you. See, I generally enjoy a lot of the rigging done by this rigger. I have a good time with it. Here's another one with some pretty good movement. Wiggling around. What show is this? Expressive face. It's tracking pretty well. Tongue out, so they have V-Ridger in this one. Mascot. Different toggles. I like the hair movement. This one got me. I could be down for this one. I could be down. Oh! The smoke alarm. Very playful toggles here, very bouncy, very whimsical. Lots of extras. Oh. Ooh. Okay. It's good to know how they handle a skirt. Oh, I love that toggle. Wait! Go back! Not that. That's not the one. Where is it? A cage! Holding the cage. Wait, I didn't know there was an option. Wait, go back. This right here. I like that. I think that's pretty fun. No, not the leash. I always wish I had one like this with the hands on top. We like a bouncy rig in this house. I know, I want to show them the one that I originally wanted and I'm not going to be able to get. Just so they could see the vision, right? I guess that's... I think that one's pretty fun. I always wish I had a toggle like that. Wasn't funny for their game. Yeah, not the leash, not the leash. I don't need a leash. The buffering, the holding of the cage, that's so cool. Can we lock Vara up? Can we lock Vara up? Ooh, hairstyles. The ears move really well. Different hairstyles. Bangs are moving. We like some bounce. Weapons. Hands. They got tons of stuff happening. They even have a fire toggle, which is pretty cool. The base price of the one you was looking at is for Elon Musk and friends. You know, you're right. You know what? Let me, go. I'm just gonna go here for a second. Thank you for the head pat in the cage. I'm gonna look up the one that I had before, the one that I wanted. And then, just to show you. Just to show the people, and then we will, we will go back. But I want the people to know what I initially wanted. Where is it? Here it is. So this is the one that I absolutely fell in love with, and this is the model that let me know, what I was doing. Let me just, or at least this is how I determined, like, this is what I want. Okay, good. You can't see what's in here. Let's see. I mean, you could, but it's really just ASMR and random recommendations. Give me a second. Oh my god, thank you for the Gothic Thara. Alright, let's watch this really quick. This is what I wanted initially. This is what I fell in love with. This is what I looked at this and I was like, oh my god. The rigging. The rigging is insane. And the artist is still the one that I want to work with. Oh. Like, look how like the whimsy. Look how how fluid it is. This goes hard. It does go hard. I wish I was a millionaire. If I had $1 million, I would be begging this rigger right now to open their commissions to me. But unfortunately, I do not have $1 million, so, or even 10K. If we had 10K, I would have done it. Bouncy and smooth, yeah. They give you the blankie. But yeah, this was it. This is what set it in stone. It was like this, and even if we go to their whole channel, even if we go, it's such a shame. I would beg at their, I would like kneel down and beg for them, if I had the money, for them to open their commissions. Your eyes. Thank you for the handle with care. Like this one.
James
No, we got
is
an
a
ad.
man in love, but
We don't do free advertising in this house. All right. Baldy, yeah. All right. Let's see. So this is another one that I saw, and this is before I realized it was the same artist and rigger. I loved the movement of this. And basically, so I gotta try and find somebody that can rig like this, but isn't gonna put me into generational debt. Like, look how smooth it is. Look how fun it is. This is what I wanted. This is what I wanted, chat. You mean you don't want to spend 5 figures? No, I don't have 5 figures to spend. But yeah. Look at it. It's so good. It's so good. Same with this one. So this is Kumi. We just talked about Kumi. It's so good! The art and the rigging, all 3 of these models, the art and the rig, were done by the same pair. They aren't partnered with each other, they don't work together, they just happen to do all 3 of these models. And it's just... I'm shaking my head. I wish I had 5 figures. Only if 2 of the figures are to the right of the decimal point. But yeah. Like, look at it. The movement. I don't even need the V-Bridger, but like, it's just... It's a shame. It's a shame. Maybe in another life. Maybe if we were a corpo, we could have gotten some of this stuff, but we're not, so. Like, I mean, she's got tail feathers. But yeah. This is what I wanted. It's not what we're getting, but it's what I wanted. It's super chaotic. I've watched her a couple times. Yeah, I see her around sometimes. I've seen a couple of streams. Hello. Hello, Purple Angel. But yeah. That's originally I wanted that artist and that rigger, but it's not gonna happen. I might be able to swing the artist if the rigger is like not as expensive. But we'll see. Because currently we have 1,200. No, we have 1,000. Hold on. I gotta go to OBS. Whoops, that is OBS. It's so tiny I can't read it. 1,200. Hold on. Hold on. Hold on, I'm blind. Chat, you could give me a second. I gotta increase the size of the toggle so I could see it. Okay, so we have $1,276.30. Right. For model art, technically. And technically I made this out of like 5,000, but we will see about that. I might have to adjust it depending on, you know, what we do or do not, what we can or cannot find in terms of a rigger, because I'm struggling. I'm struggling. But let me open this up. So we were looking at these, and I quite like a lot of these. We're getting close, though. We're getting close to what I thought I might need for the art, which is about $2,500. And honestly, they may have changed a couple of their prices, too, because when I last calculated, I was like, I'm gonna need no more. If I capped everything out and got a whole bunch of stuff, it would be $2,500. But now I'm looking at it, and it's like, ooh, it's gonna be like 2,300 at like on the low end, which is not great. Which it's not ideal. So, but we may, you know, life changes, so we may just need to adjust accordingly. But look at I like the way that this is rigged. I really do. But I think the 1,000 in this is other stuff included. Okay, so a full body is 1,500, which I think is almost the starting price of one of the other ones. Oh my god. Oh, this one's gonna be out. This is gonna be out. I don't think I can't start at like a base price of 1,500. I spent double what I wanted on art. I was weak. Folded under zero pressure. I'm trying not to fold, but it just so okay. I have high expectations of what I want. Unfortunately, I do not have the budget for such high expectations. Right? You'll be right back. You're gonna go get your copper, and yeah, you should go get your cape. I got the redeem code. I didn't put it in yet. I forgot. But yeah, go get your cape. You should go get it because we haven't been playing any Minecraft this week. Yeah, we're not gonna be able to do it because even so, cut PSD file to be ready for rig. Oh, if you needed them to cut it. Okay, but ours will already be cut. Extra expression, $30. Arm toggle, $80. $20 a toggle, $60 a prop. Outfit, $750. Oh no. Oh no. We're not gonna be able to get what we want. We're not gonna be able to get what we want. What happened to model pricing? What happened? I think we may have lost the plot. The prices not too long ago were similar to this, but they weren't like this. Oh. Taxes. You know what? That's the thing. If I didn't have to pay taxes, I could drop so much money on a model, but because like 50% or more is going to go to taxes, I'm cooked. Let's look at this one. This is high quality. Okay. So this is the same studio. This is just high quality rather than the other. The full body starts at 900. 900, okay? Let's keep that in mind. Let's see if we can get $900. We all hate taxes. We do. I think it's a universal truth to hate taxes. Alright, lots of detail and it's being rigged. Okay. The face moves pretty well. Can move the lips. Expressions. They got some kind of butterfly wings. So I know that they can move them up and down. Okay. The hair in the back is a little stiff for what I want, but it doesn't mean that's the rigger's fault. The artist could have made that one piece. And it looks like it has been made into one piece. take a look at this. They have a couple different styles. The hair doesn't move too much in this one.
Don't want to believe it.
Hands move.
You take it or leave it.
I'd want to see a little bit more hair movement. It's possible that they just requested it that way. Let's take a look at this one. They got a lot of floofy stuff happening here. It looks like it all moves really well. Each braid moves on its own. That's like what we want to see. Each little bit moves, which is good. There's different layers of hair, and they're all moving separately. Only the body is 900. So for them to basically to start, the bare minimum is going to be $900. And then it'll be more, for example, if you want an extra expression. So if I wanted something like this, that's going to cost $30. If I want an arm toggle, if I want a waving, that's going to be $80. If I want other toggles like glasses, that's going to be $20. Though some of that you can get by just by doing it yourself separately. Props. So if I wanted something like this with a tiny diny, it's going to cost me at least $60, but probably more than that. An extra outfit, so if I wanted to be able to go like this whenever I wanted, that's going to cost me $450 each. If I wanted extra hair, so that way I could go like this if I wanted to, that's going to cost $180. V-bridger, so I could stick my tongue out and do stuff like this. That's going to cost $200. And the base, so we're starting at 900. That's so cute. Yeah, this one was very cute. I thought it was really cute. Let's take a look at a couple of these other ones. This is definitely an option. It's not as expensive as the other one, and the quality is very good. The ears move. The hair is a little bit stiffer in this one. And the plus you magically. Oh, you meant. Give me a second. This. This is just the VTube Studio mascot recolored. That's all this is. It was free. It came with it because I bought a certain DLC. Well, actually, it wasn't free. I spent $15 on some kind of a DLC for VTube Studio, and so this came with it. Oh my god, that might not be Plushivara. Yeah, it is. It is Plushivara. Now that's child. No, not child. It's just plushie. The video flashbanged you? Uh-oh. I mean, their hair's moving well. The ears are moving. Stuff like that. Let's see. Let's take a look at this one. Ooh, it's a snake down there. Hair's moving. We have expressions. And we can make something like this work. More wings with stuff on them. I fear for your your stream with some of these. Nah, it'll be fine. See, the hair moves the way I want it to in this one. It's like a mixed bag. And I hate that lack of consistency. The stuff in the eyes is good. Blinking, stuff like that, that's V-bridger. You can only blink if you have V-bridger. let's take a look at this one. Oh, that's an interesting texture in there. Some of the stuff is a little fused. Let's look at this one. Okay, hands and stuff move. Different parts of the body are moving. Outfit. Lots of parts of the hair are moving. The ears are moving. Expressions. The hairline is staying in place, which is good. We probably wouldn't be able to afford like a couple toggles though. It's a shame. So they can handle wings on the top, which is good. But the ears aren't moving that much. See, I'm so used to them moving like this now that now I like, that's it. I'm stuck. But isn't so bad. Some interesting textures happening in this one that are moving. Okay. What do we got? 50/50 payment plan. When the client starts a commission, need to pay 50 up
I
front.
really hope we can reach the goal and that you can afford a model like those. I'm sure we will reach the goal eventually, and thanks to that we will see the best version of Vara in a new model, Varasi Rage
Oh
Varasa 3
my
Love
God.
2.
Yeah, I hope so too. We're all working on it together. We'll get there. Or maybe I'll hit the lottery. I play every once in a while. Just for the love of the game. Hello Jenny. Hello, hello. One day. Yeah, I think it'll take a couple of years, but maybe one day. Either that or I have to like get lucky somewhere, you know what I mean? We have to have like I hate to put it like this, but like we would need April and May of 2025 to happen for several months in a row. I don't think that that's gonna ever happen to us again, but if it did, we could then consider um, some more of this stuff very quickly. However, I don't think it's gonna happen. Oh, thank you for the send help. Thank you, thank you. Let's see. Intended for commercial use, streaming merchandise by default. Good to know. No additional commercial fees are required. Okay. If you need to rush the order in any way, the final price will be 1.5 times the standard price. All rush orders will be completed through overtime without impacting the timeline of other commissions. Live 2D recommission does not include that. Revisions. Sketch phase, you get 3 modifications. Line art, base coloring, you get 1 modification. In the detailed phase, you get 1 modification. Rig commissions. Oh, this is different. There are not many work in progress during the modeling phase. After the rigging is completed, a preview video will be sent to you. Upon confirmation, the live 2D model will be provided to be imported into the VTube Studio software. I don't necessarily like that. You were entitled to up to 3 revisions during the entire rigging process. We strongly request that you summarize all necessary revisions in one time so that we can fix it as soon as possible. What about sponsorships? Sponsorships can really help in the goal. Unfortunately, we don't have enough of an audience for sponsorships, really. We've done a couple things through like stream elements or a couple different games, but they're like generally fairly open access sponsorships. They're not like we've never been reached out to independently to do a sponsorship because we just don't have enough viewership for that. You really need to like have a really solid um like double digit, triple digit um like viewership that you can really rely upon because sponsors will rely on like your average viewership and stuff like that. And so even even if there was somebody that was like, yeah, I wouldn't be able to really do anything with them just because like I couldn't guarantee that they would make any money because the way that sponsorship works is like, you know, typically it means like the chat like buying a product or trying a game or something like that. You know what I mean? Um, and we do not have a good history of people participating in sponsorships. Even like even small size, right? Like so, for example, when I do like the Honkai Star Rail one, or I did Zenless Zone Zero, I've done um, Tiny Bookshop, and I've also done I think something else. In most cases, we have 0 people download or install. In At most, I had one person download Honkai Star Rail, and then I had 2 people download Zenless Zone Zero, when we did that before. Now, as an example, when we did the Honkai Star Rail one, which is pretty recent, I don't mind sharing the financials of that. We because it's pretty open source. It's like through Stream Elements, like almost anybody who streams and is an affiliate and has a certain level of stuff can gain access to it, right? So long as they join while there's slots open, it's more like an application based kind of thing, right? So uh, basically, for the one person that downloaded and they played, and I think it's at like level 9 or 10, I received $30 for them downloading. Um, the maximum on that is 50 people downloading. So if 50 people downloaded and played to level 10, I would have made $1,500. Unfortunately, one person downloaded, so I made $30. And they haven't really had too many out since. Um, so like it is what it is. You know what I mean? And also, our average currently is 9, so I don't anticipate there's going to be tons of people that download. Right? Like I know going into when I do these things, like for example, when I did the Honkai Star Rail, when I did the Zenless Zone Zero and stuff like that, I know there's gonna be at most if things went crazy, there'd be 5 people that downloaded, right? I fully understand. Um so I'm not like, it's not a surprise to me that there was 1 and 2 people. Our average is 9. You know what I mean? It's pretty, the math checks out. But yeah, that's just the way that it goes. Why did no one do that? Because they just didn't. I don't know. I don't, you know. I mean, there's things to be said for like, probably me, probably not like engaging with the community enough for people to feel like they'd be willing to try the game because I recommended it, kind of thing. Um, but a lot of people said that, not a lot of people, a couple people said that they were going to, and then they didn't. And then there was a couple people that said that they would think about it, and they didn't. And that's fine. It's not a requirement. It's not, it wasn't that kind of a thing. But that's just the way that it works, right? So, like, for example, that information is used for other sponsorships and stuff like that. I did, however, for the Honkai Star Rail one, I was supposed to make $80 for that, which is, more than double the 30 that I actually made. But unfortunately, during the sponsored stream, a couple people in the chat were talking about how they hated the game. They talked about how they thought that it was boring, or they didn't like the gameplay, or they didn't like this, that, or whatever. They thought that it wasn't good, and they actually docked me $50 because they said that because I have to submit the VOD, and the people that reviewed it said that like I didn't do a sufficient job like supporting the game, so I lost 50. So it is what it is. Because they look at the chat and everything. Who were those? I don't know. It doesn't matter who they were. I don't think they're really around anymore. Excuse me. But that's the way it goes. I don't remember this. I mentioned it in like the in the mod chat a while ago when it happened. Um, but yeah, that's how that went. So I could have made 80, but instead I made 30. What if I go off grid, go complete ghost, off radar internet, and pull a Breaking Bad and fourth party undisclosed donate to Fora? They're all gone now. Yeah, I think they are actually. Like legitimately. I think all of them ended up getting like banned for various reasons. Not because of that actually. That moment was a contributing factor, right? It would have contributed to the reason why, but they didn't get banned because of that. They got banned for other things that they did, and that just added to the pile. Um, but yeah, so like that's why like we just don't really have too many sponsorships and stuff like that just because, I've been tempted like okay, I have for those of you who are here, like you're all like regulars, you're here like all the time, right? Would you be cringed out if I like started calling out the people that get notifications that don't show up? How would that be weird for you? Like, for example, you know how like I send out like a Twitch sends out like a go live notification. So for example, when the stream starts, like today, the notification was your burb is live yet again. You know how sometimes I change it up for a while. I use the like your bird wants to say hi to you. Like sometimes I'll put like what we're playing, stuff like that. Like the actual Twitch notification that you get when it starts, right? Would it feel really weird if I were to put like for example 1210 of you get this notification and only 8 of you click on it? Would that be weird? Would that be crazy? It's off. Would that be a crazy thing to do? Because that's the numbers. That's the current number. 70 that's hilarious. um because currently like I can show you what it looks like. 70% of the following here, which is like 1700 people, 70% have notifications on. Yeah, but you're always here anyway. Like you're sitting in the chat already. Like that's a non-issue. You know what I mean? I'm talking about the people that like see the notification and like don't, you know what I mean? If they have the time, they ignore it. They throw it away, right? Um so like 1200 people get a notification that I go live every night. And on record, the most I've ever had is 13 people click on that notification. Most times, most evenings, it's between 5 and 8. Now, again, for those of you who are here all the time, I'm like not bothered by the number of people that do or don't click on that. The part that I'm trying to resolve is the fact that 1,200 people know that I'm here and then they show up like hours later in the Discord or they show up like days later in the comments of my videos uh and say, "Oh, you were streaming? I missed it." But they got the notification on Twitch. And they get the notification on Twitch every night. So would it be weird? Would you think I was crazy if I put if I put 1,200 of you get this notification and only 8 of you click it? Twitch mobile notifications are garbage. I agree. I fully agree with you. I fully, absolutely agree with you. And also, I fully want to recognize in this conversation that people can be busy, people can have things to do, people can not feel like coming, all of the things. You rely on the Discord updates? Yeah, I also put the Discord updates up. Um, but yeah, I've been trying to figure out strategies to kind of encourage people to show up a little bit. I don't know what I don't know what causes some of you to show up, but I've been trying to re-engage with some folks who have disappeared and, I would love to see them back here again. Because I want to do more fun stuff. I want to start doing a little bit more, like, sponsorship things. I would love to, there's tons of stuff I want to do, like, but it's becoming difficult. Um, Some people will follow, join once, and never come back. I'd be so confused. That happens to me every time. I was just talking the other day. I said that there's actually some people in the Discord who have never once been to a stream because they either sometimes they liked only the TikTok videos or only YouTube, but some of them followed because like joined the Discord for the stream notifications and stuff like that. Yet they've never been. I've never seen them around at all. I've never seen them around on the YouTube, nothing. I don't know who some of these people are. No idea. Like, we are 1,700 people. There is no way we just show 13. Well, that's possible. That's possible. I sometimes can't because work. Exactly, right? Exactly. People can be busy. Sometimes people are working. That's very reasonable. I'm not judging the. Thank you for the gothic Vara. I am in no way, shape, or form judging the reason why people don't show up. I taking this kind of like as a business, I'm just trying to figure out ways in which I can re-engage with some people who may be free and may be willing to show up, but just aren't engaging with the content because they're either bored with it or they don't like it or they don't whatever. I'm trying to make it a pleasant place for everybody. you know? Um, Join Discord, but don't join Strand. Yeah, I mean, okay, with the back to the there's 1,700 people, but there's only 13. I mean, honestly, it's surprising to me sometimes that there's 13. I mean, sometimes when I don't look at like right now I have no idea who's here. Not a clue. I cannot see the number. I don't look at the number. It is not part of it is not part of my regular functioning when I'm streaming, right? I look at the numbers when I look at my analytics. So like afterwards, like after a stream, I'll look at my stream summary. I'll look at like, this, that, whatever. I look at my averages because you need a certain average in order for partnership. You need to be able to continuously keep certain averages to qualify for different programs and different betas. You need certain averages in order to qualify for sponsorships, in order to qualify this, that, whatever, right? So I do have to look at the numbers, but I don't look at the numbers when I'm streaming. So right now I have no idea. Not a clue. How many people are in the room right now. But I know that when I look at my analytics later on, I notice that, sometimes our average is 6, sometimes it's 7. Meaning that over the course, there's sometimes more than 7 people and sometimes less than 7 people in the stream. Now, in like April and May and some of March as well. Not really May so much because really it was like the first day of May and then I don't know what happened after that. I don't really understand. But in late March and all of April, like I was averaging 25 to 30 people pretty regularly. Um, and right now it's like a very slow period, which is normal and fine. We've all been taught when you start streaming to expect highs and lows. It's a roller coaster, right? So I'm not like angry or mad about the fact that there's an average of 9 rather than 25 or 30. I'm just trying to figure out what I can do to kind of help that number along a little bit, which is why I brought up the would it be weird if I started calling those people out. I can't even remember how we got here. Oh no, because we were talking about sponsorships because we're talking about affording the model and affording the rig. Yeah, and that's basically why, because the average is low. And if we want to boost the average, I got to do some weird stuff. I got to be really cringy if we want to boost that average. You know what I mean? And there's certain things I'm not willing to do. Like I'm not willing to turn to not safe for work content. That's just not who I am. I'm not gonna turn to lewd content because that's just not who I am. I'm not very chaotic. You know what I mean? We know who I am. We know I'm pretty boring. We know I'm pretty relaxed. So I'm just trying to work with that. Thank you for the hydrate and stretch. I got the bottle right here. I think it would be genius, but it's up to the people who wants to see the streams. That I agree, absolutely. I could put that in there and nobody could click on it. Everybody could hate it. You could all be like, "What is this? What is she doing?" And then nobody, you'd never show up again. You know, but we'll see. Maybe I'll try it because it seemed like a couple of you thought it. It might be a little funny, so maybe I'll try it like once or twice. We'll see what happens. Hello, Zila. Hello, hello. Let me grab this hydrate. And I think I need more water. I might have to go downstairs and get water. I also took a deep breath while I was here because I realized I was pretty. I was rambling on pretty long there, and I wasn't breathing properly. Thank you for the tactical Vara. Welcome back, Captain Mario. You might have been back for a couple minutes, but I'm saying welcome back now because that's when I noticed. Maybe I'm a fool or optimistic, but I'm sure it'll work. Maybe. Maybe it will. Maybe it won't. You know? That's why originally for a while I actually had I used the same live notification. Um but like Twitch actually uses like the live notification and consistent viewership and stuff like that. They also use average view time to kind of determine in some ways where you stand on lists and stuff like that. Like if you're going to end up on the recommended kind of page or if you're going to end up on a certain list, this, that, whatever. They calculate all those things. I think the fact that Vara is chill is the reason I keep coming back. Yeah, I'm not gonna like scream at you or like and I'm not gonna scream at a game either. Sometimes I get frustrated with games, but I don't like go crazy about it. I very quickly I'm gonna grab. I already have my inhaler here. I'm just gonna use it because I'm starting to wheeze away a little bit. So I'm gonna mute myself and I'll be back in just like I don't know, like a minute. Just give me 1 second. All right. Inhaler. I didn't know you used one. I remember when I was very little, and sometimes I had to use one. Yeah, I've been using one since birth. It's always been like this, but yeah. Sometimes if I yap too much, it used to be like well, if I exercise too, it's a problem. But particularly if I'm doing strenuous activity, I guess technically talking I guess counts. But sometimes I need to use it. Sometimes the chaotic vibes is just way too overwhelming after a day of hard work or studies. Yeah, I agree, which is why I don't do any of that. Uh, but yeah. All right. Let's see here. We should probably look at a couple more. What time is it? 10:54? I don't feel like leaving. Double platform streaming, like streaming on to YouTube. Short live streams maybe, not Twitch and Twitch. I've thought about dual streaming. Um, However, no leave, stay. Yeah, stay forever. I want to. Oh, excuse me. I want to stay forever too. I want to stay forever. And we should not go to bed. Um, let's see. What was I saying? So you have a condition like asthma? I didn't know that. I do have asthma. I do. Um, let's see. Oh yeah, okay, the double platform streaming. Okay. So I used to dual stream on TikTok, right? Some of you know this cuz you found me on TikTok. However, over time, the clientele on TikTok has becoming more and more volatile. And I had been receiving more and more negative commentary and like threats and stuff like that. There's also a couple people that like hate me because they were banned from my streams. They often send me death threats over on TikTok, stuff like that. I also can see that TikTok is struggling a little bit, and so I don't necessarily. So I'm kind of stepping away from TikTok. Um, with YouTube, I have tried multiple times to dual stream to YouTube. However, I find that it ends up splitting my audience rather than like quote doubling it. So rather than having all of you here on Twitch and then having a different set of people on YouTube, what ends up happening is some of you stay here on Twitch and some of you go to YouTube. And so then it kind of cuts the audience on in both locations rather than one or the other. And the kind of exposure on YouTube is just like not really there for me. We'll see. I've had like a couple posts that do okay over on YouTube, but not a ton. Particularly the regular videos don't do very well, like the VODs and stuff like that. I get like, I don't know, 10, maybe 20 views. So I don't really have too much of an audience over on YouTube. So it doesn't, you know, it doesn't necessarily transfer over well to be going over, to YouTube and stuff like that. Um, I hate those rage baiting dummies. Yeah, they were a little bit. Some of them were genuine though. Um, like I got a couple the shortness of breath debuff. Yeah. The shortness of breath potion is what we've been taking. Um, I've had a few people like be very legitimate with the threats that they make to me on social platforms. Um, which is wild. Um, so in some ways, I've kind of taken a step back on some of that stuff. Um, just because it's not that I like can't handle it. It's just that like for example, I don't think it's worth the frustration because I don't want my mods to have to deal with that. It was for a little portion of time. It was very um stressful for them, and I know that. I also didn't have enough moderators at the time, right? So it was very stressful, and like I felt like they were overworking unnecessarily. I felt like they were stressed out. I know I was overworking and I was stressed out, and so it was just not working out. We're in a much easier place currently. However, I'm not growing. Which isn't technically a problem, but it is at the same time. Like, if we want some of these things that we all want, the growth needs to be there. And unfortunately, right now, the growth is not there. That doesn't, and for a while, basically the whole summer, I've been trying to figure out what I'm doing wrong, like what is not going correctly for me, so why the growth is the way it is. It could just be like the time of year versus like, what people are doing, how busy they are. Um, there could be like outside factors, like, environmental factors, like what's happening in the world around us. It could also be internal factors, such as like, is my content good enough, engaging enough for people? Are my shorts good enough? Are people interested in them? Are the VODs too long? Or are they too short? Are my streams too short or too long? Am I not streaming enough? Am I not doing enough in the streams? Am I not entertaining enough? Is it my personality? Is it my voice? Is it the fact that I use a customizable model instead of a custom model? Like I've been sitting and going through all these things. Sometimes the best way to deal with those people is to just walk away and ignore them. Indeed. I met you during this no growth period, and I think you're heckin' cool as heck, and I think that's pretty cool. Thank you. I really appreciate that. I don't want to say that it's been uh, like a sad time, but like, it's been a humbling experience. I knew that this would happen. Like, I wasn't unaware. I do have, like, I have done a lot of studying into the way that social media works and the way that streaming works and the way that the growth works and stuff like that. I knew it was coming, right? I just didn't want it to happen yet. I wasn't quite ready for it. So when after like May happened, people kind of just like disappeared. I don't really know what I did wrong, but they disappeared regardless. It doesn't matter, right? But they did. And I've been trying to figure out I've been trying to figure out what to do from there on, and I haven't quite figured it out yet. And I don't know. I don't necessarily. I can't figure out what the problem was in the first place. Like we did have a little incident. Well, it was more than a little incident, but we had a bit of a drama incident in May. That we took care of. It was like late April, early May. Those of you that were around for that know, and we're not going to really talk about it and bring it up because we can move on. We don't need to talk about it, right? Those people are all gone and taken care of. But I often wonder if that little crisis is what kind of started the snowfall, like the downward plunge uh into where we are now. Even though so many people don't even know what that is at this point, like we're so far removed from it, and we took care of it immediately, and like we took all the steps that we needed to, and like all of that, right? We did all the things. But like I can't help but to think that that's why I'm where I am, and I'm resentful for it. So I've been trying to figure it out for the longest time. Months now. It's been since like May. I've been trying to figure some of this out. As you should be. I mean, I don't want to seem like I'm super like I'm full of rage because of it, but like sometimes that problem keeps me up at night because I feel like the rug was swept out from under me and I lost opportunities because of it. And so sometimes I get frustrated because I'm trying to do the right thing and it's tough. And I'm going to try and not cry about it. We're going to laugh and not cry. For my streamer, oh, King, that means a lot coming from you. And so many of you, because like so many of you have been around for like so long. Well, you know what they say. If you touch bottom on the well, the only way is up. Yeah, that's kind of what it feels like. It feels like very much the period of time right now feels very much what it felt like before I got this model, like before I had, VTube Studio and all that. When I had like a really garbage model and when I had all that other kind of stuff, um that's the way that I felt then before I was an affiliate is the way I feel now. The numbers are basically the same. The only difference is the follow count currently is a lot larger. And to me the follow count doesn't mean very much. It doesn't really get us anything. It doesn't mean anything at all. Um but to me it just means that like all these people have seen me and most of them have decided that I'm not worth watching again. And so I've been trying to understand why that is. You been my streamer trash model? You mean the goat? Oh my god. Yeah, the one most of you, not most of you, but the first 50 people that were here ever in the stream met. But we don't use that anymore. We're never going to use that one again. I should probably technically get rid of those videos too, because the company that produced that kind of variant of model and stuff like that, they still exist, but they've been trying some really weird, shady legal stuff. And so I should probably remove that so I don't have a problem in the future. Not that I would love to keep like all of those old VODs and stuff like that. However, I don't know if it's legally advisable that I do. So I might have to go through and get rid of some of them. You love watching me? Aw, I appreciate that. You're one of my favorite streamers, and I really hope you can overcome this difficult time, and I'm sure we'll be back and better than ever. Yeah, of course. Shady stuff? Yeah, they're interested in some shady business. I mean, you know who they are, Angel, but like, the vast majority of people don't. Download the VODs so you can have them if you want in the future. I'm never going to use them. I'm never going to use them. The quality was really, really bad. You can't even really see what was happening. I'm never going to use anything with that model in it again because of the potential legal stuff. But what I do, guys, bad news, bad news. Um, I'm coming up on a year of Vara. Run out of coffee. Oh no, it's a crisis. Somebody call a state of emergency. A state of emergency. Angel doesn't have any coffee. I'm coming up on a year of Vara in about a month. Wouldn't trade that time for anything. Oh no. But, oh my god, Fang Strider caught it. I can't speak anymore. I'm so thirsty. And I don't have any more water, and I don't feel like going downstairs. I don't feel like walking down. Customer service. I might just lose it. Oh no, Angel. Don't forget to breathe. I know. I am. That's why I'm messing up the words a little bit because I'm so thirsty. Customer service. Angel needs coffee. Where's Mittens? Somebody get Mittens and beans. We need coffee. Stat. Oh, wait. 5 bits. There's Mittens. Angel needs some coffee. We need to borrow beans for a second. Can we borrow beans? Can beans take a field trip? To me, you're the VTuber I aspire to be. Uh, I take notes from your streams and Discord and all of your outfit changes. So to me, you're someone I look up to, as how to be the best. Oh my god. Unk mitts. I'll go get beans on it right now. My brother has the car. I can't even go get some. Oh no. 40 bits. You, Ray, for 40 bits. Thank you, thank you. That's crazy. What are y'all doing with the bits? You don't have to give me any bits. You don't have to give me anything. It's the only coffee I have. That's it? Just emote coffee? We gotta keep beans here. You know what this feels like? It's like, you know those kind of trend that goes around where it's like a TikTok video, but it says like, quick, pretend that we all work at McDonald's, and then the whole comment section is just a whole bunch of people doing crazy things, or like, oh my god, quick, we gotta make dinner, and then it's everybody in the kitchen. This is what this feels like. Everybody's running around looking for coffee. Let me get my gift ready. You already know what it is. The panic because Angel doesn't have coffee. It's crazy. Need to serve it. Oh, thank you. Where's the fries? Where's the fries? And then somebody's always in the oven. Like every time I ever see when somebody's always in the oven, it's crazy. Just don't get the animal that poops the coffee beans. It's crazy. I'm stuck in the oven. There it is. There it is. The ice cream machine is down. Yeah, it's the guy's like, wait, don't turn on the oven. I'm cleaning it. I'm in the fryer. I'm in the freezer. Somebody locked me in the freezer. Where's the front door? We should, you know what we need? You know what we need? I think that we need a Discord channel where we have this scenario. I think we need this. And every once in a while we change it. We could review it. We could like read it too. Turns on oven. I think it'd be really fun if we had a Discord channel in the server that was just specifically for like, okay, so this week's scenario is Discord storyline, right? Um, this week's scenario is, and then we just, somebody can decide. We can like, I don't know if we need to vote on it or whatever, but like, we could just say like, we're all like maybe something seasonal. We got an order for 78 Big Macs. Who ordered 78 Big Macs? But we're an Italian restaurant. Yeah, I feel like that'd be great. It could either be seasonal or it could even just be as basic as like our first one could be scenario, we all are currently on shift at McDonald's right now. Right now we're on shift. And then for the next week we just discuss, you know. We're doing 78, burn the building. Falling through the floor. Oh no! Dragonflies in the back rooms. What are we doing again? Oh my god. We need to add it. Hold on. Let me add one really quick. Uh, duplicate channel. Give me a second. Okay. I put it there. I'm gonna put it right under general. And so it's going to be um the first one. I'm gonna put week 1. We'll talk about this like next week. We'll look at it again. We are all on shift at McDonald's. All right, and then whenever people feel like they have time, they don't have to do it now, but whenever people feel like they have time, they can go over to the Discord and throw a message in. Currently under renovation, location unavailable. Someone tried to cook McFlurries in the oven. Could you imagine? Just the melted, boiled sugar McFlurries in the oven. Oh, you know what I always hated? So you know how they have the oh my god, they have the Shamrock Shakes in March? I always hated like if I were to go and get anything else, it always tasted like mint all the time. So like for example, my siblings, they love getting one Shamrock Shake. It's not even that good anymore, but it's more like tradition, right? So they'll get one, but I don't like mint. I hate mint. I hate the taste of it. So I say, "Okay, can you get me a vanilla? Can you just get me a vanilla? Don't hate on it. It's too late. I've already done it. It's too late. I have already done it. That's it." Um so they go get the Shamrock Shakes and they go to get me a vanilla just so I also have a sweet treat, right? Every time, every single time, it tastes like mint. And it's a horrible experience. I don't even ask for one anymore. Same with like whenever they have a specialty flavor, it always tastes like the specialty flavor, or it's mixed in, or it tastes like chocolate, because they always do the other flavors first and then they do the vanilla. And it bothers me to no end. I hate it. It's the same thing like if I get ice cream out and then like my rest of my family orders first, or I sometimes even order first, but it depends on like the order in which they scoop it out. They'll do like the chocolate first and then they'll use the same scoop and they'll put it in the vanilla, and then I've got chocolate all over my vanilla ice cream. How can I enjoy my vanilla ice cream, my sweet, delectable vanilla ice cream, if there's chocolate all over it? It's frustrating. It's so frustrating. I cried one time because my younger brother was sent to get me one, but they had the Oreo one and then the regular. I specifically told him no Oreo, the original one. He showed up with the Oreo one and I bawled. Oh, I would cry too. I would cry too. I really would. I hate when that happens. I hate it when you send your sibling out to get something and you're like, "Yes, I want this. Could I just get this? Please. I want this one." And then they return with something very different than what you ordered. I was the big age of 17. Yeah, I would cry now at the age of 26 if I asked for something and then they showed up and it wasn't what I wanted. Uh Either random question, bits does help you, right? I'm actually new to Twitch. Came here because of you. Came here because of me. Okay, I'll give you the quick rundown. So, bits are a very good way to help if you want to use just in-app or on Twitch options, right? So for example, you have the options of subs and bits and combos on Twitch, I think right now. I think those are your options. Subs, bits, combos. So combos are like bits. They act the same way. Bits, I get 1 penny for every bit, right? It's a pretty one-to-one. And then I think it's dono. I think it's exclamation point dono. And then for subs, I get half the amount. So if you pay $5 for a sub, I get 250. Uh, and then we also have uh, this direct link. And you can use if
Anyways, I think I will have to go now. My battery is dying again. But I really mean about you will become a lot better than before, and someday you will be more popular than ever. Have an incredible night and a beautiful sleep. Well, see you in the next stream. Verasi
Good
love, Verasi
night.
love, Verasi 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 love.
Lots of hearts. Have a wonderful, wonderful night. Hopefully, I'll see you tomorrow. We are streaming tomorrow, 2 nights in a row. And thank you so much for the message. It means a ton. We have this direct link that Angel just put in the thing. If you wanted to dono to me directly, you could use that. You can make it anonymous. You could also just put like a random username. You don't have to share your personal information. I do not get your personal information when you use it. But using that is probably the best way to do it because it's a direct dono. I only lose 3% over there, whereas on bits, as an example, you'll pay $1.40 for 100 bits. I get 100 bits, which is $1, but your 40 cents goes to Twitch. So you're losing, however much percentage that is, and that continues to go up. With the subs, it's 50-50, so Twitch gets 50%, I get 50%. With the direct donos, I get 97%. It just depends on what you want to use, though. It depends on whatever you want to do. Because there's also different benefits to each, right? If you subscribe, then you get the emotes, you don't have to watch ads, stuff like that. You get a sub badge. If you use bits, you get to throw stuff at me, right? If you direct dono, none of it gets counted on Twitch's end. But a couple things do get thrown my way, like on me, and then also I get 97%. It's just it is, there's a couple different options. It depends on the benefits that you want. But that's the general runaround of like how Twitch works and what the percentages look like on a, kind of a very vague general basis. That's my streamer. Younger brother activity? It really was. It really was. Would just eat it? There's some people that would just eat it. I would not. I think those were too many hearts. No, I think it was a great amount of hearts. I didn't realize it would read them all, but I do think that it was a fine amount of hearts. I have no problem with the emotes and stuff like that. They're there for a reason. Oh my god, Aston with the first message. Welcome to McDonald's. What would you like to order? Perfect. Getting it going. Alright, what time is it? What time is it? Understood. Yeah, I hope that was clear enough. I need to take another deep breath because I'm talking a lot. It's 11:19. Okay. I mean, I don't really want to leave. I don't want to go. I do have work tomorrow, but I don't want to go. I just feel like staying up and like just being tired tomorrow. What do we feel about that? Do we feel like that's a good move? Do we feel like that's okay? Oh my god, a daily dining check-in. Thank you for the daily dining check-in. I wonder, do you all want me to, oh my god. Hold on. I'm buffering. Hold on. It's coming to me. It's coming. Put an audio to the daily dining check-in. Like, do you want it to make a sound when you push the button? Logically, no, but personally, yes. Yes. Too much lag in the brain, yeah. Random username? Sir Krillian Kratworth. Second. Also, I forgot to mention, if you use the direct dono, it's called SE Pay. It only works when I'm streaming. It does not work if I am offline. You can't use it if I'm offline. You can only use it when I'm online. However, you can gift subs and you can use bits when I'm not here. Oh, thank you for the squeaky toy. Maybe a little coin sound. Ooh, the little coin sound would be nice. I really couldn't figure out what to do that was like very tiny, very short, so that it wasn't too disruptive when like a whole bunch of people pushed it. But I could definitely think about a coin sound. Even like a little slot machine sound wouldn't be too bad either. I'll have to take a peek and see what I got. Um, time to spend. A random sound. We got the K-pop Demon Hunters. I'm happy that I get to occasionally like add new sounds and stuff like that. I wish I had a little bit more freedom of stuff, but unfortunately, I don't have as much time as I wish currently. If every month was like April or May, I would have been full time, in which I then would have had plenty of time for all this stuff. But we can't always have what we want. Slot machine? Gamba with that emote, that's crazy. Gamble? Is that a slot machine? Emote? That's crazy. Thank you for the Daily Denny check-in fire porty. Thank you, thank you. But yeah, I'll give it some sound effect. Thank you for the head pat. Thank you, thank you. I appreciate that. I always love a good head pat. I do. Hello? Hello, Celestial Kraken. I think that's a wonderful name that you've got. I think that that's very cool. I've never heard a name like that. I've seen Celestial, I've seen Kraken, but I have not seen a Celestial Kraken. Potato! That's cute. That head pat emote is adorable. I really need to add one. There is a dinosaur head pat one that's animated. I just haven't purchased it yet because it's $6. But perhaps soon I will. Agreed. Oh! That scared me a little bit. Thank you for the new roulette wheeze. Thank you, thank you. We got the I almost called it an Among Us emote. It's not an Among Us emote. That's the peak emote. I have Honkai Star Rail Brain. I heard Gamble and thought Adventuring. Oh, yeah. We do love Adventuring. We do. Even though there's a 0.0018 odds of winning. Listen, those are good enough. I mean, I've won a bunch of stuff that I had less than 1% odds. I've won multiple things before like that. Thank you for the tiny time. Thank you, thank you. We get to be nice and small now. Nice and small. In a cage. In a cage. Horse racing. Yeah. Horse racing. I haven't done IRL horse racing, but online, like in-game horse racing. I've had less than 1% and I've won. I've also had less than 1% chance in many of the gotchas that I've done, whether it be like in Roblox or whether it be in different games, and I've gotten the top stuff. I also have that one Pokemon card in the Pokemon trading card game. That's one of the like 5 rarest in the game, and it has a like a 0.0012% chance, and I have that. Um, yeah. Boo! Ah! Scary. I don't know if those odds are good in my personal experience. They're not good odds, but it is still a chance. There is still a chance. Oh my god, cute cat noises. Cute cat noises! And the ramen, the peak of ramen. Ooh. Nice. Nice, nice. Should we? I feel like we've been sitting on this one page for an eternity and we haven't actually been looking at any models. We just started talking about the... What were we talking about? We just started talking about we just started talking about me. That's what we're doing. We probably shouldn't have. I am a person who can say I know someone who has won the actual lottery. That's crazy. I wish I could win the actual lottery. I wouldn't tell anybody, but there would be signs. I done forgot about the page. You're important. I mean, I think that I'm as important as anybody else. I don't think that I'm, you know, more important or anything like that. But yeah, we were looking at rigging artists, and then I guess what it was is we realized that I can't afford anything. I can't afford nothing. Even saved up. I mean, we can save a little bit up, but like it's gonna take us a really long time. And I'm not saying that to like kind of rage bait you into sending me things. I say that like in realistic quantities, it is going to take a long time for us to save up the amount that we need for this. Random thought: I have the most random urges to just donate to Vara for no reason at all. Hold on now. Hold on. Hold on now. Um, I have said this to a couple people in the past, but make sure you are financially keeping yourself financially stable before you throw any money around. I've had a couple people throw money around and then decide that they couldn't afford things. Okay, so just make sure that you can, you know, make sure you're keeping yourself afloat first before you, help other people out. Mm-hmm. Brainwashed. Must give money. Must give money. I don't know about that. I don't know if we need that mentality. I don't necessarily agree with that. I also wouldn't tell anyone. The signs would be in Vara's bank account on my merch shelf. You know, I did look at because a lot of people used to talk about they wanted like plushies all the time. Thank you for the hydrate and stretch joker. Thank you, thank you. I'll grab that. They used to talk about wanting plushies, but everybody immediately stopped after I looked at how much the plushies would cost, and I told everybody that by the way, it's gonna cost like over a couple $1,000s for us to produce plushies. We or I can make that happen, Miss Farah. About the lottery. Reasonably responsible. Good. 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 All right. Let me grab this hydrate. Get a drink. Get a sip of water. Really quick. All right. Now I think I might have to hold off on water for the rest of the night because I've had so much water and I have to leave some in order to take my medication in the morning unless I want to like get up right away, and I don't really feel like getting up right away in the morning. Um, so I do have to leave some of it because I don't really feel like swallowing pills dry. You know, that's never a good time. I've done it, and I'll do it again if I have to, but I don't really want to. That's not my preferred choice. Um, let's see here. We should probably okay. So I know we can't afford that. We're gonna have to move on. We're gonna have to continue the hunt at some point. Uh, I always take pills dry. I there's one that I do, and then the couple others that I take, I gotta use water. They're like too chalky for that. But there's one that like that one totally fine, totally fine. It just slides right down. But the rest is problematic. It's crazy work. I like the way that the hair moves like on this one. I wish they had more videos rather than just these little like gifs. I do like the way that the hair moves in these though. How much is this? $700. I see. 700. Hold on. Let's see. I'm gonna mute it so I can just talk right through it, and we can still just continue to yap. Um, but I do kind of want to look at a couple of these while we go, just because this was the whole point of this evening. Now the art style of this one's a little bit different, but a little bit different than the other stuff, but make it work. It's like some of the hair and stuff is like all like one thing, but that's the only video they have. That's the only video they have. Hmm. You know, to be honest, I'm kind of tired of looking. I'm kind of burnt out. I kind of need a break. I don't want to look at any more tonight. I've looked at so many. Well, thank you for the Angivara. Thank you, thank you. We've had this specific color around for so long, it's crazy. Oh my. I think I may have run out of things to say. I yapped for so long about so many things. I mean, there's so many like clips I can make at this point because of the stuff that we talked about today. However, um, I've run out. I think I've run dry. Uh, wait, wait. Okay, I can wait. I can handle that. I can be patient. We did how many hours? We did 2.5 hours of yap though. That's pretty good. Pretty good. Wait. Okay. Still waiting. We're patiently waiting. We're waiting. We're waiting. We're continuing to wait. And we're still waiting. I had to mute myself for a second to cough, but we're still waiting. Never mind, it already slipped my mind. Okay. It's alright. It would probably slip my mind too. Stuff slips the mind all the time. You know, we could look at anything in here if we want to while we're here. There's a couple like customizable models that I think are pretty fun. I've thought about buying and I haven't done it. You're so cooked? Why are you cooked?
She's an icon. She's a legend, and she is the moment.
Stray's still here?
Now, come on now.
Oh my god. Thank you for the throne. Thank you, thank you. I didn't realize you were still here. Still hanging. I'm just giving these like a run through, but I'm burnt out. I'm tired. These shopping for this kind of stuff is really overwhelming. I'm playing Jackbox with some nerds while I watch. Oh, are you having a good time? Are you having fun? And some of these are repeats. We already saw this one, but it's back. It's back. Very memes 10 out of 10. Good. I love this for you. I've never been good at the memes. I always like get super concerned when people suggest like Jackbox because I just don't have like the funny bone. You know what I mean? I just don't have it. I just can't. I don't know what to say. I don't know what to do. Anytime that kind of stuff comes up. You know what I mean? Like I don't know. I struggle. I'm tired of looking at these. I know there's some good ones in here. And we looked at some good ones. And the one that I wanted was a good one. But we've got to the point where like this one showed up again. We've seen this one. We looked at this one tonight and it's back. They just kind of repeat some of these ones in here. You are very funny. You just mine your filter better than others. You are a beautiful professional. I am a lowly slug. No! You are not a lowly slug. Absolutely not. Look, we went through so many. We went through so many. We went through so many models. We could look at the shop, though. We could browse the shop. We could look at 2D models. I thought this one was pretty cool. It's like an ink. It's like a customizable. Oh, thank you for the bonk. It's like a customizable ink model. I thought it was quite fun. Like, look at this. You can just buy this for $45. And it's really fun. It's really cool. couple different options, different coloring stuff, I think is really cool. I love the way that customizable models are. I know that there's so many people that are like so against them, but like they're so good for people on a budget, and they give so many options, and I just think they're great. At least you know. Joking, that's crazy. Nephew wants smoke. I love that you call King nephew. I love that you play along. No, aunt. But look at this. I think they did so good. They always do so good. I wish they included a video in here. I think that it's kind of weird that they did not include a video. I thought this one was cool. Somebody made like an Animal Crossing one. This is $50. Oh, look at it. Whoops. I didn't mean the full screen. Can I click on it? There we go. Because it's customized. Well, I've actually seen it. I've seen a couple people using stuff like that. I just thought it was weird that they didn't include it in the actual listing. But look at this! It's a shame they didn't add like, I don't think they added like a bird one, otherwise I would have bought this and we would be an Animal Crossing bird sometimes. Because I love Animal Crossing so much. This would have been a fun little meme. It's so, and they did so well, it looks like Animal Crossing. Of course they can't call it Animal Crossing, but like, I think it's so precious. It's so cute. But like, you could just buy this, $50, you get a model right here. Especially if like you really love Animal Crossing, or you play Animal Crossing all the time, or like cozy games like Animal Crossing. If like that's the audience you're trying to like reach to, I mean this could be a really big deal for you. Especially if you're just like entering VTubing and stuff like that. I mean like that's an incredible play for $50. I just love checking out all these ones too. I think that they're a good time. Like there's so many different colors and options that you can do with this. I think they're fun. Look at all these options. They got toggles and tongues. I need the mouth to lower me things. In this one, this particular one, I'm inclined to agree. Is this the one? Is this the one you have? Is this the one? So many different little like hair options. I love that. I do. Different kinds of ears and stuff like that. So cute. It's precious. And I love the way they go through it. You can actually see, like, they go in through and make, like, a character. I think that's nice. They go through all the different options. I think that that's fun. Let's see. This one here has, like, multiple different kinds. Oh, so this is version 3. They also have version 4. So this is the same thing as the other one. This is just version 4. It's slightly different, I think. Has some different options. These ones are cute. They're cute. That's the one you've been using? Mm-hmm. Lots of different hair. I can only go so far with the outfit on before I gotta like turn it off because like I could get TOS'd. Oh, you know, I thought about this one. I did. Can I open it? Come on. Let me open it. I thought about this one. Just to switch my chibi out. There was this and there was another one that I thought about, and then I didn't do it. Can we, like, switch? Can we put an outfit on? Please. Can we put something on? Oh my god. Anything. Please. Alright. I guess not. There's this one. Like, look how many. There's so many customizable options. They don't have a video on this one. This one's fun. Lots of options. They had pants. Yeah, at the very end, they put some pants on. There's also some you can't customize that are in here. Oh, this is the one that I use. This is the girl. This is at least the advertisement for her. All the different things you could do with this model. But mine looks like this. It's pretty clear, like, the way, you know, it doesn't have too much of a showcase, but it's very clear and, like, okay, you can add the horns and you can do this, that, you know, all of these things. Whoops. There we go. Where is it? There's also a customizable goblin. $45 for customizable goblin. I've never seen this. Let's check this out. I don't think I haven't seen this one out here.
Howdy, y'all.
What?
Name's Clover.
Oh my
For
god,
the
Clover
past 3
made
weeks,
this?
I've been working on my most intensive customizable VTuber model yet. And now that it's complete, I want to sit down with y'all and show y'all the ropes. Whether
Clover
you're here to
made
understand
this.
how the model works, or looking to see if it's got the customization options you like, this video will go through it all. So without
Yeah.
further ado, let's get started. So if you've never used VTube Studios before, I do recommend that you go look up some tutorials on how VTube Studios actually operates as a program. But you can import a model by clicking on this button down here where it says import your own model, and then you'll just drag and drop the project file into here. But I already have it in here, so if I type Goblin in the search bar, there it is. Mine shows no icon. By the time y'all get it, it should have an icon. So we'll
That's
go
a
ahead and click
Pikachu
on
mixed
it.
with a
Alright,
cow.
and what you'll get is this little buddy right here. Just a little grayscale, almost gargoyling looking guy. So
A
we're gonna
Bing
go over
Bong?
to
Yeah, I
this
think they have a Bing
settings
Bong.
tab right here.
We're gonna
And
skip
then
ahead a little bit.
Mess
See some
around
of the
with
colors.
these and find,
So you can play with your
whatever
color.
it is that you like. And
Ooh, you
whatever
can put different kind of, like,
scenes
mask stuff on. Wait,
on
that's
the
really
character.
cool.
Okay. I'm gonna leave a little bit of the skull
Oh.
showing, just so y'all can see all the different options, because there are different options for. Then when you get down to right, you
Oh,
can
they
make
get
it
different
options
eye
if you
pupil
want.
stuff.
And I tried to give as many
fun.
options as I can, and even aren't showing the skeleton. If
Piercings.
you just don't like having
different
the
kinds
teeth
of teeth.
option, that's what that nose
Oh my
off
God.
if you don't want a nose. And then you can
Kinds
see
of teeth.
if you
They
want.
got different kinds of
And you can also
ears.
choose hoop earring. We have a little dangling
Earrings.
earring.
A gremlin.
And then you have a chain. You can change bigger or shorter in the base, you see.
Oh my
and you
god.
can also change the find whatever style
different
you
kinds
like
of
it.
hair too. Is there, like, long hair? There's a couple
So
variety.
what
There's,
you
like,
can do
different
for
stuff.
the and you can of course
Oh my
change the colors.
god.
Go up higher on the hair
Wait,
or a
there's
little bit
braids and
lower.
stuff.
And then you can change, of course, the color. And we have the beard. We turn that on. Beard looks a little strange with the skeleton. You can barely even tell that it's that over, so you can kind of see the different
Wow,
options.
different, like, kind of face paint options.
When you
They have
turn this
different
on,
pieces of
You
clothing.
want the pants to be over the shoes. A crew cut. And we are at the
So
left.
fun.
We actually, but you can actually change the placement of the tail. So those are the tails of
Different
it,
kinds of tails.
so that it
They got
that I wanted,
wings.
and I'm ready. Because
Saving
of this
stuff.
option, you can make
That's crazy. I didn't realize Clover was on here. Yeah. Let's check out Clover really quick. Let's check out the whole page. Oh, so they just have a shop. Nothing that you can, like, order. Slime ball. They have a slime ball. And they got a shark. And I don't know what that last thing is. But they've got, this is for $10. You could be a slime for $10.
tired of boring, messy life, or one monologue. sticks to your hand and is introducing Slime Ball, your brand new virtual slime friend. Slime Ball has hundreds of customizable options. With
This is
color
really
sliders
cute.
out the wazoo,
This is cute.
you'll be transformed faster than a Tangle Slime can snatch your chickens. Become any slime
This
from
is
the
cute.
game, or let your imagination
This would be
run
great
wild. We
for
got bird
a
slimes,
TTS
spark
model
slimes, bunny slimes,
for chat,
puddle slimes,
like a
phosphor
mascot.
slimes, boom slimes, and what in tarnation? It's a tarnation! And the best part, this whole kit and caboodle could be yours for just
Slime
$9.99.
balls.
That's right, folks. $9.99. That makes
$9.99.
Slime Ball cheaper and cleaner than the average messy slime alternative. Snag your Slime Ball VTuber model today and start wrenching up some serious fun on your streams. And remember, folks,
I want to
if it
ranch
ain't
up
from
some
Clover,
serious fun
it
on my
ain't worth a
stream.
plug nickel. They all come back now, you hear?
I will come back. I might have to buy this. I don't think that there's oh, there is some kind of a bird beak situation here, but I want a dinosaur. This could be a tiny little mascot. I could just attach it to myself. That's crazy. Let me give Clover a follow so I can come back later on. I didn't realize Clover was here. Feels like an ad from the 1990s, as it should. I think that that was the inspiration. I've also seen this around and I think it's really cute. It's also $40. I don't have it, but I think that it's adorable and there's so much potential. It wiggles around quite a lot. It's a nice little, like, I don't want to say it's a nice little silly, like, fun one, but it is. It's a silly. I mean, look at that stance. Like, this is a silly model. Those eyes are huge. The way it just waddles. It waddles! Cute. It's still playing. Okay, good. It ended. This one. Oh! That's it. That's just the announcement that it was, that they did it. Are they gonna hope? Oh, the same person made all these. Oh, wait. Some of these are for sale. They're 20% off. On some of these right now. Oh, wait. That's a lie. It's if you buy the bundle. If you buy all of them, if you buy the whole bundle for $264, it's 20% off. But I don't actually know anybody that would buy a whole bundle like that because you really only need like one model or maybe two. Customizable bunny villager? Somebody made a bunny villager? They made a cat villager? Is it the same person that made the other one? It better be. It's not! Ooh, scandal. Let's look. This is for all the bunny lovers. You could just be a bunny. This looks like, what's that other game? Web fishing? It kind of looks like web fishing a little bit more than it does Animal Crossing. Shit, 40 eyes. 40 eyes. That's crazy. 22 hairstyles. Yeah, I think it feels like a little bit more like web fishing. Browse, accessories and clothing. Oh, that's really cute. They got wings. Look at that. You can change the color sliders. It's precious. Oh, random sound. I was looking at these. You could also get like some of these where like you can't customize it, but they exist. You can get this for $15. You can get this guy. Very race themed. This red and white and black theme. Anything over 2i, and I'm throwing a grenade. Some of this stuff's even good for like temp stuff, you know what I mean? Like if you're just looking to start, you're just looking to try it out and you don't really know, you don't want to spend all that money because you don't really know if you're going to like it or you don't know if you're going to enjoy it. Like you can buy that for $15. There you go, you got a model. I know, customizable, somebody made a Minecraft one. Look at this. It's like, it's Minecraft, but it's a VTuber model. This is great, of course, for the people that love Minecraft. I think it's really cool. I think people are getting so creative with the different kinds of models that can exist. No longer do you have to have the traditional like anime style. You can do whatever you want. I think it's really cool. They have different kinds of... Do they have different kinds of outfits? Not really. Maybe in here. I gotta turn this one off first.
Hello! Welcome to the setup guide for your new Life 2D customizable.
Oh,
You will
setup
also
guide.
it is recommended. This will ensure the model's textures
Oh,
remain
wait!
high
You can
quality.
use your actual
Now that
thing
that's
on
out
it!
of the way, we will need to extract the zip file that you purchased.
Oh my god, you could use your
Template so
actual
that you're
your
just left
actual
with
skin,
the
your actual
purple pixels
Minecraft
are the
skin.
irises skin. Please
And fill it
follow
in.
the path shown on screen. Folder. Here, go to the
That's
expressions
crazy! That's crazy cool that you could do that for 35 bucks. Oh, this is the one I have. This is my chibi model right here. It was $17. $17 for this. This is what we use. It's fun. It's a fun one. I like that one. There's the cat one. It's very much like the bunny one. This is the masculine version of the ones that we were already looking at. Couple different ones. You could also be this rat. Well, you can't be the rat, but it's like an asset. You could buy the rat and put it on your head. I think that's pretty fun. You can go full Ratatouille with it. Remy? A little bit. It might be Remy. There's also a Labubu. I don't know if anybody has dreams of becoming a Labubu, but you could be a Labubu VTuber model. We've got Labubus. Look at that go. Look at it move. It's so loud. It is so loud. It looks so freaky. I hate Labubus so much. But I just want to show you because that's crazy. That's crazy that you could be that. Also, I'm sure you've seen this around. I'm sure, absolutely certain you have seen this model around because I've seen this about 500 times. You can get this for $15. That one's around. Make your own live 2D. So, like, if you buy this, you can then fill it in with your own stuff. Like, you just draw your stuff in on top, which is a fun time for people that want that. I'm not skilled enough for that. There's a couple pre-mades. I thought like these ones were pretty cool. I saw this before. I thought that it was pretty fun. I really liked how vibrant the colors were in this one. It's just like a little chibi one. It sits. It's like a little doll. I don't get the obsession with the boo-boos. Neither do I. Not a clue. I thought this one was silly. I thought it was fun. Do some stuff with it. It's customizable so you can change the stuff on it. Big shoes! Oh my god. Pringles can? It's nice and silly. And here's the act of like you can just customize all the different layers and stuff like that. It's really fun. How much is this one? $50. Yeah. A lot of these recently I haven't gone for because they're just a little bit out of budget for something that I would use like once or twice, you know? It looks eatable. Yeah, most of them do. Most of them do. You could be Taco Cat for $1.50. If you just want something, you could be Taco Cat. $1.50 Taco Cat right there. Look at that go. Look at that rigging. Oh, so you know how we had that Miku PNG? So the artist is selling a Sakura Miku PNG, which I think is really cute. And they have, do they have the other one up? The one that I use, they also have like a couple custom. Here's the Miku, and then you can buy a custom one for like 160, but I haven't done that for a PNG. But I think that they're pretty cool. I think that they're fun. But yeah, so here they are. This is the artist that we used that from. You could be Burger Cat for $2. I think it's so fun the amount of different options that exist that you could just buy and just use. You know what I mean? Even for like one time or just for a little bit. I mean, there's a couple cats around. You could be a frog. Here's this frog PNG tuber for $1. You know? Or there's this repo one for $5.80. There's just tons of little options. Honestly, I really like this style. So this artist is the same artist that made the chibi model that we used, and I like the way that they make their big models as well. I think that they look quite fun and cool. They do their own rigging and everything. I like their rigging. I like their models. I think it's a good time. This is just their customizable model, but we're having a good time. They've been working on like a 3D model, and they're getting really, really good at the rigging on that and stuff like that too. I've been like watching their progress over time. It's been a good time. Animated pixel art head pats? Pixel art head pats. Oh wait, here's our worm! Here's our worm. $6.66. You could be a gummy worm, just like me. Just like your dear streamer. You could be a gummy worm. For a small price. Worm! Yes, for a small price of $6.66. You could be a gummy worm. You could be a gummy worm. Here's a cat. I know that Dr. Purrington uses like one that looks like this. Looks pretty similar to this. Which I think is really cool. This is version 0.1, I think, for this one. It is $12. 2. Oh no. Oh, redeeming worm? Okay, you got it. Worm coming right up. All right. we got the worm. Oh. Worm bar. Have a wonderful night. Have a wonderful, wonderful night. Thanks for hanging. I should probably go to bed myself. It's getting late. It's midnight, and I have to be up in a few hours for workies. But have a good sleep. Thanks for hanging. Let's see. There's a couple different things around. Custom Ghost TTS pet. There's a slime here. There's a couple different. There's like a hand pack. It just basically has a whole bunch of different kinds of hands that you could buy and use and stuff like that, which I think is fun. There's like this customizable model. It's a bit more of a masculine kind. Thank you for the blankie. Thank you, thank you. You know, some of these ones are really cute. I don't know. We don't have to look anymore. I just thought it might be fun to take a peek at them. Like, you might recognize some of the stuff around, like if you're looking at like different VTubers and stuff like that, you might see some of these. Or some of these assets and stuff like that, you might just like see them around. Another slime. Wobble cat. Now we're starting to repeat again, so I can't go too far again because we're just repeating the same stuff as before. But like these are really cute too, right? Like if you're just looking for just a little tiny thing. A skunk? Yeah, there was a skunk. You could just get this and like customize a little model. You know, it's adorable. Or even if you're looking for something to supplement what you already have, I mean, it could be really cute. I did see a skunk somewhere. I don't remember where it is now. Like there's a shark in here. Here's the skunk. Here's the skunk. It's a PNG tuber or a TTS pet. That's what that is. It only has 2 functions. Only 2 functions. You could be a trash can. There's a whole trash can right here. You can be a blushing trash can for $7. Different kinds of eyes too. Oh my god, look at the eyes. That's crazy. I almost want to save this. I'm gonna save it. The model seems good. We're playing Honkai Star Rail. You know what? That's exactly what I was thinking. Yeah, I said, you know what? Maybe if we're playing Honkai Star Rail, I could pull out the trash can. We could be a trash can with eyes. You know what I mean? There's a dino nugget, a long neck dino nugget for $1. He could be dino nugget. There's some ketchup too. I thought about this for like a little TTS pet as well. Um, let me save it. Let me save it. I could think about it. The TTS pets though, it's like the sometimes the little model is not hard. It's not expensive, but the software to get the stuff to work properly is expensive. Last time I checked, it was like $75 for the thing, for the goods. But yeah, I mean we don't have to look anymore. I just thought some of this was fun. Dino Nuggy, yeah. Don't eat me. No, we won't eat you. We won't eat you. We promise. I promise I won't eat you. Um, but yeah. Should probably go to sleep. I think it's probably about time. I don't want to leave. I don't want to leave. However, I do know that I have to go to work tomorrow. I have to go to work on Friday. We're streaming tomorrow. I have a meeting on Friday. We're streaming on Saturday. No, we're not streaming on Friday. We're streaming on Saturday and Sunday. I have an exam to do. We've got all the things. Sending big hugs. I think that's the sweetest thing you've ever said. My eyes are closing. Yeah, I think it's time. Work! Oh no! We're scared of work. Yep, we're scared of work. We're scared of work, that's for sure. Um, let's see. I think we should probably end in our normal form. Right? We should probably end normally. Let's see. We should probably raid out as well. Yes. Raid out. Find somebody to raid to. Let's see. I always have trouble when we're chatting because it's hard to find folks. Okay, we do have some people we could go to. Technically, we have a couple people there. Like the rated me category. Oh, they are streaming events. Let's see. Oh, thank you for the head pat. Thank you, thank you. Thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you. I appreciate it. I appreciate you all for hanging out and having fun with me this evening. Let's see if we can find somebody playing something that we enjoy. Or that you all can handle. Bye, YouTube. Every second night to YouTube. Uh, have a good night, Red. Oh, thank you, you Ray. Thank you, thank you. Let's see. There's somebody here. It looks like they're using the Suica model. They're playing Minecraft. Let's give them a check. Their name starts with a V. There's too many similarities. Okay. I was waiting for them to speak and they didn't speak, so we're gonna find somebody else. We appreciate you streaming. Oh, thank you. Thank you, thank you. That means a lot to know and hear and see and read. I know that there's a lot of you that really enjoy the streams, but I also know that there's tons of people who have not enjoyed the streams. And so, of course, you know how that works. It's like the duality of it, where sometimes it's hard to see who was enjoying it because there's so much around of people that put me in a cage. Are you telling me I can't leave? Are you telling me I can't go? Oh, somebody's playing Infinity Nikki. Oh, wait, but they have 76 viewers. We can't rate them. We're too small to rate them. Oh. How about... Let me look at this one. They're playing Peak. This should be fun. You know what? Maybe not. They're doing that whole princess thing. They're saying that yeah. Yeah. We gotta go. They're doing little baby voices. No thank you. No thank you. Release our streamer. Release. Hold on. I'm still trying to find us a raid. I never know who to go to. I struggle. I thought we had a winner there. I thought we had a winner. Birthday celebration? What are they playing, though? I don't know what that is. I would go over there. I just don't know what that is. So, are we playing Genshin? Ah, but they got 64. We can't go over there. We might not be raiding. Just because I'm like halfway down the list that Twitch provides and I haven't found somebody that we can raid. I've clicked on so many different accounts. Blue Protocol? You know, I've been wanting to check out Blue Protocol for a while. Let's see. We might go check it out just so I can see. I think we have a Protocol Blue first time. What are they doing? We can go check this out. There's 64 people. We can take them. I don't know about that. I always feel a little bit funny about like rating people that are not of like similar size. I feel like I don't know how other people feel about that. I was gonna go to the one. There was somebody here. Hold on, let me back up. There was somebody here we were gonna go to that had like 74. I was like ready to go, but then I realized they had 74. What were they doing? Oh, I think they were playing Infinity Nikki, right? Because I enjoy Infinity Nikki. Yeah, I see it right here. They got 76 viewers, but they're playing Infinity Nikki. I love Infinity Nikki. They got the grenades. Let's do it. Oh, wait. They're offline. They went offline. Oh, you know what I'll do? Let me cancel out of this and then go back to the raid thing. I think it was taking too long. I think I was making too many choices. They're not streaming anymore. Which one was it, though? They were playing Genshin, but they had like 64. Let's see if we can find them again. See if they're still here.
Ooh woo.
Ooh woo. Don't worry. I'll be the tank, guys. Yeah. Let's see. If we can find them, I'll send us over. If we can find them. Yeah, here they are. Let me take a peek at what it is. Let me pick up what they're doing first. Make sure they aren't doing anything crazy. You know, we're not actually gonna go over there. They're like mumbling and everything. They're like, I wasn't that entertained, so we're not gonna go over there. We're gonna find somebody else. I think we'll go back to. Let's see. Where were they? Where were they? I had somebody and I was pretty close to clicking the button. I think they were playing Blue Protocol, and I was like, I want to kind of check that out. Not that I don't know if it's good or not. I've seen mixed reviews. Where are they? Are they still here? There they are. They're doing some fights and stuff like that. We'll head over here. I don't really know who this is. I've never seen them before, but they're playing Blue Protocol. What about Roblox? I tend not to raid in for like Roblox stuff, just because sometimes it gets a little wild, wacky, and crazy, and weird. But sometimes we do. But also, I don't see any Roblox on here. Otherwise, I would have looked at it because I do look at the stuff that I'm familiar with. But anyway, this is what we got. So let's say hi to this person. And thank you all so much for hanging out. I really appreciate it. Thank you for yapping with me, and thank you for everything on Monday as well. I mentioned at the beginning, but for those of you who weren't here, I really appreciate it. I couldn't really say too much on Monday because I wasn't alone. I had company with me in the room, but I do really appreciate everything that you all have allowed me to do and given me the opportunity to experience in the past year. And I'm really excited for the year coming. Unfortunately, we just got an ad, so I'm gonna go ahead and send you on your way. Have a wonderful night. I'm so sorry that y'all just got an ad.